Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the morning kickoff with unbiased opinion. I am your host, Tony, aka Low Tone Tony. All right. Carolina has built its defense around Devin Lloyd, but it still has not named the linebacker beside him. You have Trevin Wallace, who brings the biggest starting sample in athletic range. Claudin Cherelus has earned praise for his communication, command, and physicality. The real question is simple. Should Carolina choose Wallace upside over Cherelus dependability? All right. Let me bring up my guest, Poppin. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good
So which
morning,
skill
you
set
old sports talk. Good morning, America.
what's up? What's happening? Which skill set gives this defense the better complement next to Lloyd? And chat, give me your answer as well. Do you want Wallace, Cherelus, or a situational rotation? Wallace, Cherelus, or a situational rotation. So yeah, back to you, Poppin. Which skill set gives the defense the better complement next to Lloyd? Is it the communication, command, and physicality of Claudin Cherelus, or is it the bigger starting sample and athletic range that Trevin Wallace bring?
Uh, mm,
Come on now.
yeah. See, the thing is I
Listen,
had high.
it's not a hard question. It's not. Don't. It's too early to start that.
It's too
It's too
early. It's
early.
over. It's three
Yeah.
o'clock over there in your time.
Well,
It's
I'm
seven
trying to
a.m.
think of
here.
the people. I'm trying to think of the people that are watching Eastern time.
Right,
They
right.
listen. Can we just answer the question, sir?
I guess the physical presence. That's what I'm gonna go with. I guess the physical presence. I mean, because
Okay.
I think Devin Lloyd will give you the access to where he can cover better than probably Trevin Wallace or Devin Lloyd. I mean, or Claude Cherelus, whatever his doggone name is. Oh,
Yeah.
country bunker name. But anyway, um, yeah, I guess I would say Claude because at least you can, he's more of a downhill type of linebacker. He's a thumper. Trevin
Right.
Wallace does do good in coverage, uh, but if you got Devin Lloyd, you can just have him do that, So it's almost like
Right.
you're having two linebackers with similar skill sets, but one is good and one has been hurt and MIA in a lot of games. So I would say I would want somebody like Claude Cherelus, but better to fill in that void.
Okay. All right. Where did I leave off? Okay. All right, so we are starting with Carolina's most important remaining defensive competition, taking a halftime look at what Houston defense can reveal about Bryce Young and his offense. And then the second half debate, we're going to be talking about whether Haynes King showed enough to justify a roster spot. All right. So the second linebacker cannot be judged by tackle totals. He has to fit the run correctly, communicate through formation changes, cover backs and tight ends, and avoid becoming the weak point when offenses attack the middle of the field. All right. So on my graphic that I have on the screen here, for Trevin Wallace, he has 20 NFL starts to his name right now. He has the athletic range. Claude Cherelus has the communication and the command and job to win in both cases. Who can never fit the run better and whoever is better in coverage. And we know that has definitely been a weak spot uh, for our linebackers the past few years, not being good in coverage when it comes to taking tight ends down the seam, over the middle, or just in pass coverage, period, and really dealing with running backs, out in the flat or running the wheel route, So that I think that is going to be a big sticking point. Neither one, in my honest opinion, is all that good at coverage, but somebody got to win. Somebody got to win this competition. So I think whoever shows that they are better than the other, especially in those two categories, I think will be starting beside Devin Lloyd. So the facts first. Trevin Wallace and Claudin Cherelus are competing for the inside linebacker spot beside Devin Lloyd. Wallace has appeared in 25 games and started 20 since Carolina selected him in the third round of the 2024 draft. He is returning from shoulder injury that ended his 2025 season. Cherelus has appeared in 33 games with 6 starts, including 4 last season. Dave Canales said the competition is back and forth and neck, adding that both players will be needed and both can help on special teams. All right. Lloyd gives Carolina a proven centerpiece in the linebacker room. The player beside him must make this unit function more cleanly, not simply produce individual splash plays. That means diagnosing run concepts, handling checks before the snap, matching backs and tight ends in coverage, and taking dependable pursuit angles when the ball goes outside. So the first question to you, Poppin, let me ask you this: should Trevin Wallace starting experience and athletic upside keep him beside Devin Lloyd, or has Claudin Cherelus shown enough communication and physical reliability to take the job? What say you, my friend?
Mm, well, neither one of them has done anything besides Devin Lloyd, so we don't really know what the cohesion is going to look like from either one of them. But as far as uh, I don't really know how they're going to even set these two apart because there's not enough. Well, I guess there's enough tape on both of them. Where they at now from last year? Trevin Wallace's main
And
issue
they
is
see him
staying
every day
healthy,
in practice
and
too.
they see it. Yeah, so it's harder, I guess, from a fan perspective to say because we're not really able to see. But just going off of what we know, uh, I think Trevin Wallace is still going to win the job, whether people like it or not. I think he's still going to win the job because of the investment. Um, I know Dan Morgan truly believed in him. Um, so I think that's the way they're gonna go. But it's his job to lose as well. Uh, we won't be able to really like give a definite yes or no on there until we actually see both on play
Mm-hmm.
beside Lloyd. This is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well, they got to make a decision before week 1. So, if you from what you've seen thus far in the preseason, which is the evaluation that the tape that the coaches are going to go off of before week 1, um, who have shown enough to you that you believe may have earned that spot beside Devin Lloyd, Poppy?
Um, I I can't really say because I don't think neither one of them have done anything special or stood out so much that one just took one step further than the other to be like, oh yeah, he definitely. I would choose him over this one. They have been neck to neck to me. Um, because if you really look at the games, everybody that we've gone against have ate up the middle of the field. So it's like neither one of them made an impact. Uh, so how can you choose? What do you say?
Well,
Who do
you got to
you?
choose.
Well, okay. Well, if
You
I
got to
had to
choose. They
choose,
they they got to
if
make it. They got to make a choice.
well, if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna say Trevin Wallace for now.
Okay. All right. Rashad, what's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
This dude, Rashad.
Yo, nah, I was on mute. Nah, you hear me? Yeah, man, I'm in the damn kitchen. Get me something to damn drink. As soon as you put me in the damn, I'm like to damn come back to the damn phone and unmute the damn phone. But yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. So, what you think? Let me ask you the question again. Should Trevin Wallace starting experience and athletic upside keep him beside Devin Lloyd, or has Claudin Cherelus shown enough communication and physical reliability to take that job? What say you?
Well, this is pretty easy and straight to the point for me. It's Wallace. Like I've been telling Pop, when he was talking about Wallace, I said it. But for me, it's only because his injuries, and of course he was a
Mm,
young rookie. And the second year player last year. So like he's still only like 25, so he's still pretty damn young. So I mean, if he can stay healthy, I think he should he should win that job. And I think he will have a pretty good year this year. I think he'll be better than years past. But people saying they don't like him for what? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's played decent from what I've seen. Now, if you want to bring up PFF and all this grade stuff, it may say differently, but from the eye test, he looked like he played pretty decent last year. But
okay.
I'm going with Wallace, man. I'm going with Wallace.
I went with Wallace too,
I like
Rashad.
Cherelus though. I, yeah, I like Cherelus too, but I think he, special team depth guy who can, start, you know, in spot duty, things like that. I mean, he can. I think he can, start, but I mean, you know, I'm going with Wallace.
So we got a request from the chat from King Damo TV. He said every year there's a guy who hates that he gets traded and balls out for the new team. I just want us to get some new fire and let us be the team that reaps the reward. All right. So Damo said, "Can you read that out, Tony? I just want to know what the panel thinks." So what do you guys think about what Damo said? You go ahead. You go first, Rashad.
You had to go with me first. What do you say?
Come on, dog. You
It's,
can't
it's
see the
on the screen,
screen.
Rashad. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, no. I had it. Okay. Can you lead and see? I just want to know what panel think about what. Okay. Every year. I mean, he ain't wrong. I mean, every year if somebody gets traded, balls out. I mean, like who you talking about trading though? Like that's why I trade who?
I don't know. I don't know. He ain't say. Damo, who you talking about? Who you talking about specifically? That got traded,
We
or
just
we
did
should
that with Mike
trade.
Jackson. You talking about like Mike Jackson, somebody like that?
I think
You
he's
talking about
saying it's
trading
always is
before?
is al- is always somebody that he like. I guess he takes a liking to on the team, but then they get traded and then they go somewhere and ball out. I just want to know which player that he think that you know what I'm saying. Which player that he really likes that he'll hate to see you know what I'm saying us lose.
Damo said he don't know shit. That's for Dave and Dan to figure out.
This guy early in the morning on BS. All right, play the chat. Play the chat. Good morning, Damo. Go back to sleep. And
Uncle
shit.
Gates said, "Hell no to Wallace. Cheryl's gets the start." All right, Uncle Gates. Hey, I dropped the link in the chat, man. You come on up and tell us why you feel Cheryl's should get the start over Trevin Wallace. Hey, who wakes up on demon time like Damo? What's up, KJ the Great? Good morning to you. This dude, man.
What time they practice
This
today?
dude. I don't know what time the joint practice is. You know, Poppin?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. Hold on, let me bring up Uncle Gates. What's happening, man?
Hey, what's going on, Tone? What's up, fellas? Good
You
morning
got
to
it.
y'all, man.
You
What's
got it. You
going on
got
now?
it. So
Yeah.
let me ask the question to you again. Should Trevin Wallace starting experience and athletic upside keep him beside Devin Lloyd, or has Claudin Cherelus shown enough communication and physical reliability to take that job? What say you?
Uh, like I said, hell no to Wallace. And I'm going with Cherelus.
Okay, why is that?
Well, I want to go. I want to go with the most reliable source, the most reliable guy, and that's gonna be Cherelus. I just don't. I like Wallace, right? I do. He's young.
Hmm.
I like him. Um, but he can come in on certain packages. But the way he tackles, the way he's not gonna stay healthy. He has a shoulder issue, and the guy never squares up. He's diving. He's looking at the ground. He's trying to tie the guy's cleats for God's sakes. Like, bro, you got to keep your head up. You got to square up, and you got to lay the wood, bro. But he's always diving, trying to use all his
Hmm.
force, and that's gonna constantly keep him on the sideline because he already has a shoulder issue. Now, if he can fix that, that would be great. But I think the damage is done because he keeps injuring his shoulder, and that's why. So I
Well,
just don't. See,
let
yeah,
me
go.
let me play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay.
Claudin Cherelus has a history of being injury prone. He hasn't played a full NFL season yet. Some people will say yes, they love his thumper, mentality, but a lot of times it's kind of reckless because he leads with his head a lot, and that can lead to concussions. I don't know if he's had one as of yet, but I mean, some would say that his style of play is a little reckless, even though you may consider him to be a thumper, but he's definitely injury prone. He hasn't been able to stay healthy um each year that he's been in the league.
Well, to that I'll say, between the both of them, I'm still gonna go with Chairless because he, to me, he's gonna be able, to be better in coverage. We've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like when he had to come in for Rose Boom and Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just
Hmm.
better. He was just, for what we have, Tony. He's just, to me, the better choice. And I know he's injury prone. Now, to allude to what King Damo said, like with trades, I mean, there's guys out there, like when we played Buffalo, they got some linebackers, you know what I'm saying, that ain't gonna probably make the
Yeah.
cut. Like, if we gonna bring some people in, sure, but with looking at what we have of the two, I'm going with Cherylus. I believe too he can take better direction from Devin Lloyd. I believe he would play better beside a Lloyd versus a Wallace. Wallace, he still got some learning to do. You know what I'm saying? I believe personally. But I just think Cherylus could take that direction a little bit better, find his way better than um Wallace. It's a slight edge. It's not by much, but I still
Right.
give it to
If it's
Cherylus.
a slight edge, I would go with the younger guy you invested in more so than the undrafted guy, special teams guy. If they close, now if you was outplaying them and you can see it, like, oh, okay, you got no choice but to start them. But I think when you already behind, they can't be close. You got to straight out beat them, especially when you invested a third round pick in them.
You breaking up real bad, Rashad. You breaking up, dog.
And I understand that. I
I am.
understand what you. Oh,
Hey,
my bad. I thought
I
you
knew we
was
was gonna start this shit.
Mhm.
Go
now.
go ahead,
I,
Gates.
I,
yeah, I don't know what
I
y'all heard. They said I was breaking up.
well,
Yeah,
I guess you was alluding to.
hold on, Rashad. Go ahead, Gates.
I guess you was alluding to pretty much, if you're going with if it's a slight edge, you would go with Wallace. I heard that much, and as I do understand it. I don't completely agree. I guess the best ability is availability, and I know Cherelus, has been injured in the past, but the way I see Wallace continuously hurting his shoulder, again, I will give the slight edge to Cherelus to have him out there. Now, Wallace can get out there on certain packages for sure, and I like Wallace, but to keep him healthy and save him from himself, then I'm going with Cherelus before Wallace.
Oh
Okay.
damn! So he's trying to save
Uh,
him from himself. That's
Hey,
crazy.
yeah,
hey,
I'm gonna say what everybody else wants to say, or some people want to say.
What's that?
I'm taking Ivan Drago, bro. I'm taking Kuwatch. Yeah, I'm taking Kuwatch over both of them. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
done.
Okay, why
I'm
why
done.
why 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 why
Watch.
is that popping?
yeah.
Why even though he wasn't, even though he's not even the mix in this conversation,
Well, you had
but
to add a little creamer to this coffee, so
yeah,
uh,
uh-huh.
yeah, I'll see more out of him than both of these guys in the last couple of games.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you don't
man.
you
Yeah,
don't
put
even
Ivan
believe what
Drago
you
in there,
just
man.
said. That's why you
Yeah,
start laughing.
yeah, put Ivan
That,
Drago in there,
that,
man.
that was supposed to be a joke I didn't have.
Well, it's all right,
But,
man. Everybody don't get everything.
you know, but he's gonna be a good
I'll
special
tell you
teams
what.
player though. I think. You know,
I'll tell you what,
he
Ray
got good
Sean. Since
size.
you bringing that type of energy, I bet you he'll end up being a starter by the end of the year. How about that,
who that?
You
Ivan
got what? What you
Drago,
want to be?
Kuwatch.
Oh, I like
Well,
Cool
cool
Watch.
watch.
Yeah, I like
I
Cool. I
bet you,
like what I
I
saw from
bet you
him.
he'll get some starting reps this year, in some games. I bet you he won't sit on that special teams all year. You want to bet that?
I,
That he
you
won't
talking
stay
about
on
some
special
elementary
teams
and
all
defense?
year.
No, I think he'll get some starting snaps this year.
Is that be? Is that be? That would
I
mean
don't know.
somebody
Yeah, yeah.
easily injured.
I
I
would.
mean,
We would definitely have
he
to
got to
see
get
that.
ahead
Well,
of.
we just talked about two injury prone linebackers, but
Yes.
hey, we could put a
Yeah,
nice
we
little
have.
20 dub on there. On that Rashad, little
All
chicken
right,
wing
go
play.
ahead. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
bet.
I do that. I can do that.
Good gentleman's bet. Cool.
Now I will say this, being that y'all brought up Kuwatch, from the preseason, being that Evero runs a read and react defense, like
Shut
he's
up.
a great read and react guy. I gotta say, Kuwatch is like he doesn't just
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't just react. I mean, he actually kind of watches the play develop and he follows the ball. So I do like him. You know what I'm saying? He's young, but I do like what I see from him.
Okay. All right. So, hey, listen. I like what I've seen from Cool Watch too, but just like Haynes King, and these guys needs time to develop, and
For
I
sure.
know. And I know for the fact that the linebacker room is very thin. Your number two and number three linebacker are injury prone. You know what I'm saying? So that could uh, push Jackson Cool Watch, to for some early playing time or whatnot. So I'm not gonna count that out. But just to say that he's better than both of those guys right now, that's a far stretch.
I didn't say
That's
that.
a far
I
stretch.
didn't say that. I didn't say he's better. I just said I've seen more out of him in the games that we've seen so far. I ain't
Mm,
say he's better. You know,
okay.
What kind of
All
coffee you
right.
drinking? What kind of
Okay.
coffee you drinking?
oh, it's called Folgers Jack. You ever had some?
Oh, okay, okay.
You can.
As he said, better Bojangles Family Box.
I
If
know
y'all
that's
really
right.
about that life.
Yeah, that's
If y'all
all.
really about that life.
Get your old tailgate
That's cool.
special. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what me and Rich got that little 20 dub, little dub on it. You know, little dubby dub. Yeah. Sit at the bar and gamble,
A little easy, a little
yeah,
easy
10 wings and a
dub, easy
lemonade.
dub,
Yeah. We ain't trying to hurt each other on no cool
easy.
watch. Hell no.
SC, I can't answer that. I don't know why he hasn't developed
Why hasn't
to
Wallace
to
developed?
what to what to what most people would want him to be. I don't know what people expected from him or expected him to be
Yeah,
once we drafted him. So I don't know what the expectations are.
out of
Um,
Kentucky.
I mean, listen, I feel like we just need better play at a linebacker spot next to Devin Lloyd. I don't feel like neither him or Cherelus is it really to be honest. So
That's true.
I would love for I would
You,
love for
you,
us to get a veteran that's
so
left enough free
so
agency. Hold on, Rashad. Hold on. I would like for us to get a veteran in free agency or make a trade or something and bring in a veteran linebacker. I wish they would have drafted linebacker like I was hoping they would do in the second round, but here we are. So yeah, to answer your question, I have
Yeah,
no
me too.
idea.
You
Lord,
got
Yeah,
me and Tony was on the same train. We've been talking about this forever. Ah, that just what pisses
forever.
me off, man.
you got a veteran in mind, Tony,
they
to bring
I
in?
mean, shoot, there's a number of them out there in free agency right now. Like we went through the list the other day. Bobby Okereke, Shaq Thompson's out there. Bobby Wagner's out there. Matt Milano is out there. Like these are guys that can come in and serve
look.
as a
You gotta think about who.
one year place gap. Until we draft another one or do something else at the position. But for immediate help right now, those guys are available. Just like we went out and got Darren Waller for the tight end room, and there was more pressing need to me in a linebacker room than it was the tight end room. We should have had that same energy to go after one of those free agent linebackers like we did Darren Waller. That's all I'm saying.
I can't lie, man.
I
I
mean,
was not a fan of Shaq Thomas being the Mike. I just wasn't. But I ain't gonna lie. Putting him beside Devin Lloyd would be a lot better than what we have right now. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a lot
Yeah.
I mean, it
better.
sounds good. It
I'm just
sounds
being
good.
honest because he knows the system. For one, knowing the system helps you play faster. You know what I'm saying? And he actually played decent last year. So I'm just saying for what we have, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's
I mean, he's a
some
yeah. I
veteran
mean,
type
he's a
leadership,
veteran.
coming back into the locker room. Yeah, you know.
Is Alex Singleton a free agent? I know
Mm,
Evero had him in Denver.
I don't know. Tony,
Okay.
can you look up Bam Martin
Would he
Scar?
be an
Bam.
upgrade?
Yeah. He'll be an upgrade over Trevin Wallace and Claudin Cherelus. What you say, Poppin?
Can you look up Bam Martin Scott's measurements? I think he's on a little on the smaller side. I
Yeah,
Bam
think
the
Martin
he's
size,
Scott.
the
yeah.
size. Man.
Yeah,
What you mean
I
as
think
far as
he's
size? Like
only
what?
like 230 pounds, I think.
Yeah, but I think
225
he's only
pounds.
like 6'1". Is
Six
he?
yeah, 6'1". I
Yeah,
mean
6 foot six.
Trevin Wallace is only 6'1". He's 6'1",
Devin Lloyd is
about
about 6
245
2.
right now.
Wait, Devin Lloyd
Yeah,
like
but
6 2, I
Nah.
thought.
but
Trevin Wallace is 6'1", Claude Cherellis is 6'2".
yeah, but Trevin Wallace's athletic ability is a lot different than Bam Martin. Yeah, Trevin Wallace can
Damn,
run.
Martin
Okay,
Scott
D
is
Cash.
man, that's an ace right there.
I
D
like
Cash said,
Bam.
my bad, Tony.
He's
He
got that.
signed a 1-year deal to stay with Denver. Okay, I didn't think Alex Singleton was a free agent. Yeah. But I know he led the league in tackles that year that Evero was there. Because I believe we was trying to get Alex Singleton to Carolina, and he stayed in Denver. But yeah, he's definitely a tackling machine, and he definitely knows this scheme.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, Gates, yeah, there are a number um of
Yeah, he's definitely a tackling machine.
a number
Oh,
a
He
number
definitely
linebackers.
of
knows his
linebacker.
scheme.
Yeah, I was trying to get rid of this one person in the chat, but yeah, linebackers that are available that I feel is that can replace Trevin Wallace and Claudin Cherelus. Because said, Tony, would you trade for a small Munden from the Eagles? That's an interesting choice, Dcash. I like Small Munden. I liked him when he was coming out of Georgia. I haven't been following his career thus far to see exactly where he's at. But yeah, I do remember the name. Kevin Falker said athletic ability with Wallace doesn't mean squat if you are running around in circles on the field. Yeah, I'm with you when you're right, though, Kevin. I'm with you when
I
you're
agree.
right.
I agree.
Yeah. So, Poppin, let me ask you this question. You go first, and then Gates, you can go after Poppin. What if Trevin Wallace doesn't have to carry the green dot responsibility? Do you believe he could play faster, trust his eyes, and make more decisive plays?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to insult the man, but I think he fits the definition of what they say a meathead.
Mm-hmm.
Just let him play. Just where he don't have to think. Just react, do what he got to do. I want Devin Lloyd to be the green dot. From what I've been
Right.
heard or what I've been told, it don't look like that's happening, which I
That what?
understand.
That what is not happening.
From what I was told, but I could be wrong. Well, let me ask this: is he getting the green dot, Trevin Wallace?
No, Devin Lloyd is
Okay,
going to be the green
okay,
dot.
that's what I'm about to say.
They made that crystal clear from the moment they signed him that he is going to be the green dot.
Okay, I don't know what's anyway. Somebody else was trying to tell me that Trevin Wallace the green dot. I'm like, what? Why? But anywho,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's better
Luke.
that he doesn't have the green dot and he can just take the direction and go. If he stays with Devin Wallace, I mean with Devin Lloyd, I call him Demon Lloyd. Um, if he stays with him, he will be able to develop a lot faster too. That's a lot of what a lot of people I don't think take into consideration. How fast his development will go and rise up. The problem is, y'all, and I said this on Black Cat when I was over there, and similar to what me and Reshak made a bet on, we didn't make a bet over there. But I told them guys, because of Shaq Thompson, I said, watch Trevor Wallace end up being a starter. They were like, no, 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 no. They ain't believe me. But what happened that year? Shaq Thompson ended up breaking his leg or kneecap, and Trevor Wallace, who was supposed to sit and develop and learn, had to get pushed into the fold a whole lot faster than what he was supposed to be. So Trevor Wallace really hasn't had necessarily the fair, I wouldn't say fair, but hasn't really been able to actually sit and develop. He's kind of been thrusted into a starting role
That's true.
because of health issues with Shaq Thompson. That's why I don't want Shaq Thompson back. You've already lost your position because of injuries. And then Shaq Thompson. Then when you got Shaq Thompson, I mean, we had Trevin Wallace, then you brought in Josie Jewell and things of that nature, right? He had to learn from Josie Jewell. What
Yeah.
happened with Josie Jewell? Josie Jewell ended up getting some concussion things, health issues. Now you got to throw somebody else in there. And that's why they went and got somebody like a Devin Lloyd, who you don't have to do that with. So Trevin Wallace really has been, I wouldn't say the ringer, but he's been tested in ways that he wasn't really prepared for and had to kind of hurry up and grow up, per se. And
I
sometimes
got
that's
you.
easier for some guys than others.
I agree with you on that. He definitely was thrown into the fire early, very on. I don't know what lukewarm Kev 88 talking about. It's at top of the morning, off topic, but last night was lit. If you know, you know. So anybody know what lukewarm Kev 88 talking about?
Cool cat, don't leave me out the loop. What happened? Let me know. Where I need to be
No,
at?
you read that wrong. It don't say cool. It said lukewarm Kev. Lukewarm Kev 88. That's what it said.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm
Yeah,
dyslexic.
yeah. That's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
He ain't talking about the Ville kids.
I
Going
have no
crazy on
idea.
there.
Oh, they were
Hey,
going crazy
damn,
on
what's his
Freddie channel.
name?
Oh yeah, I was over there
Yeah,
yesterday, boy.
man.
I had a good time.
Will
That shit
Will
was
had
funny.
him. Will had him hot, Tony. Will had him hot. Him and
Oh
what's his
yeah,
name? Is it Twan? Yeah, Twan.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Twan.
boy.
Uh-huh.
Yo.
Oh,
Yeah,
Will.
man.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So Will and Twan Don got into it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Yeah, I'll
it,
find
it
out
was
about that
it
later.
was well,
I'm
okay. I'll just put it
I'm
like
proud of
this. You
Will.
know what I'm saying? I respect. I Will gonna drop it. Gonna he gonna he's one that's gonna give you what maybe not what you like to hear, but
What's up, Candy Girl?
it's gonna be a well-rounded answer. Like he's gonna add the context, nuance. Will gonna give it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? No chaser.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't rubbing folks the right way. And yeah, it got a little heated. I mean, hell, Freddie had to mute everybody like 5 times. Like, yo, y'all got to one at a time. Yo, it got crazy, man. It got crazy. It got crazy. No
Dang.
disrespect to Twan, Will. What's his name? Yeah,
Yeah.
Leo. Boy, they were trying to jump Will,
They were
boy.
trying to
Oh,
they were trying to
Listen.
change Freddie's show. You can't be
Hey,
muting people. Hey
yeah,
man, this is rules.
what Twan say? Don't get brand new on us, man. Like let us fight it out. Don't
You gotta
don't don't
respect
do
this
that.
show, man. That's his
And
show.
everybody kept saying respect the host, man. Like so but it was all in fun too, because after it was over, he
Yeah,
was
yeah, it
like,
was
"Come
fun.
on, Freddie." Like Freddie, like I know, but still, it's my show. So it was cool, but yeah, Will had to tape his fist up and his wrist up because he had the box last night for real. He had the box. Yeah.
Hey, Will was doing his thing.
mm.
I'm gonna tell you why we talking about Will.
Yeah.
I'm proud of Will because
Will can hold his own.
Oh, and he
Will
and he did, and he
Will
did.
stayed
That's what I'm
calm the
saying.
whole
He
time.
did.
Will really didn't never get like upset. Like I've seen the Will that
Oh, he
gets
stayed calm. He stayed calm, popping.
he stayed calm, but
That's what's
every
up.
time he pulled that blade out, it cut.
Yeah, yeah,
Every
yeah,
time he did, it was
yeah,
hilarious, bro.
yeah, man. It was
Ah.
Hey, D Cash, I feel you, D Cash. I definitely feel you. Hey, cause
What else, simple?
I like Anthony Hill coming out of Texas too. Anthony Hill or Jacob
Mm.
Rodriguez. I would have been good with either one of them.
Oh, why you trying to make me cry this
Yeah.
morning?
Yeah.
and hey, and you know what, Tony? To be honest, just
Yeah.
to add some context to it, what it all stemmed from was just the simple fact of Stephen A. Smith interviewing Dave Canales, and that turned
Dave.
the whole show into a damn
Really?
madhouse. Yeah, like it
Like
was.
there was nothing there. What was funny that you say that, Gates, that was like the that was a starter to the flame, is that in that interview, because I watched it last night. In that interview, Dave Canales didn't say anything wrong or negative throughout the whole conversation. And I mean, and Stephen A
Yeah,
didn't really, he
yeah.
didn't try to instigate nothing. So
Well,
It
oh,
wasn't.
like
It
what y'all
wasn't
it
even
arguing
went.
that,
about?
Tony. It
Well, it
wasn't
wasn't
even
that.
that, Tony. It wasn't
It,
even
it
that.
Oh,
It was the simple
Leo.
fact that it was the simple fact that Stephen
that he
A.
said he the
Smith on
franchise.
no,
No, no,
no, not
no.
even no, not even that. It was the simple fact that Stephen A. Smith was interviewing Dave Canales on his platform. That's it. That's all. The simple fact
Wow.
of us getting attention drove them dudes insane. Leo said it was propaganda. Would never say why. He just like it's propaganda. We like why? What's the propaganda? If you don't know, you don't know. We like what? What are you talking about? And everybody else was just like, the Bryce naysayers. I won't call them haters, but the Bryce naysayers was like, we
Oh,
we
come
ain't
on,
we,
man.
we
Come
ain't
on.
done enough to be getting interviewed. 336. Hello, you was on there too. Basically saying,
Mm-mm.
we haven't done enough as an organization to be on
Howard,
that
mute your
type
mic,
of
Howard.
to be on that. Oh yeah, Howard was there too. To be on that type of
Yeah.
platform. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the energy was. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't understand it. I'm gonna be honest. If I can, if you allow me to just give me my take on why. Um, to
Yeah,
me,
go
in
ahead,
my opinion,
Gates.
Stephen A. Smith was one of the biggest critics of thinking that Bryce Young was a bust. Like he'd been saying it
Yeah, he did.
for a
He
long
did.
time and being very critical of the Carolina Panthers maybe making a mistake, even drafting Bryce Young, right? So
Yeah.
as of late, though, as of late, and this is starting like last year, different media outlets are were starting to talk about Carolina like I think they figured it out. Like I think they're turning things around and ooh, that Bryce Young man, he might be a sleeper and that type of lingo changing from where he used to be. Now, like I said, Stephen A. Smith was one of the biggest critics of him. In my opinion, he hasn't done it on First Take, but in my opinion, on his personal platform, to me, if
Yeah.
you know anyone that's in journalism or the media, they try to get ahead of the needle before the needle moves. You know what I'm saying? So, in
Right.
my
Right.
opinion, I'm thinking that Stephen A. Smith is just trying to get ahead of the game in case Bryce hits and we hit and we become that
Mm-hmm.
sleeper that everyone's talking about. He can say, well, I interviewed, I went back and I had to, because they good at backtracking and they good at,
Yeah.
well, let me
They setting they up for the future. That's all. Setting themselves
exactly
up for the future because they can kind of see the trajectory
right,
that a said player or said team is going on. So
right.
yeah, they trying to be ahead of the curve.
And see, like you said, like you listened to the interview, it wasn't really nothing like in depth about anything, right? So if we go out there
Right.
stink it up, he could be like, "Oh yeah, I was just interviewing Coach Canales." Like, yeah, it wasn't nothing. But he can spin it if we do good. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's
Right.
what I'm thinking. I'm just
Right.
thinking it was good journalism. That's nothing about us being, nothing about us, nothing about it being a propaganda or an agenda, as everyone kept, like yo. I just think it was some
Yeah.
media, just him trying to clean his face a little bit for all the dirt he's talked about Carolina. And if we hit,
Yeah.
he's in a good space with Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So that
I
was my
got you.
take. That was my take. And
Hold,
thank you
hold
for
on,
letting
hold
me
on one
speak
second.
that.
Hey, broski, yeah, no problem. Hey, broski, Bear, my apologies for yesterday. I didn't put the link at the end of the show. I forgot about it, but I will put the link at the end of the show so you can holler at me. All right. So yeah, yesterday I forgot about that was my bad. My apologies. But yeah, what's up, Howard?
What's up, Tony? What's up, fellas? What's up with all y'all, man?
What's up, Howard?
Good morning, man.
What's
Good
going
morning.
on,
Good
brother?
morning. Last night was wild and crazy. That's all I got to say, man. And
It
you
It
know
was
was
they
a, it
wild
always
and
was a
say,
good
crazy,
one,
huh?
Howard. It was
yeah,
a good one.
they always say I'm the crazy one, not me, not last night. I was
Hey,
chilling.
Howard pulled out stats. He was like, yeah, he had a tour ACL. He hurt this. I said, look at how it go.
Yeah. Oh, gone. I hate I missed that. I ain't gonna lie. I got into bed early. I did see the beginning of I think Freddie Rashak and somebody else was talking about it, and they was breaking down the 53-man roster. That's what they was talking about. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down. I ain't gonna fool with them boys tonight. So all hell broke loose once I went to bed. I see. I got it. I got it. Can y'all hear me?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I
oh
can
yeah,
hear. I can
loud and
hear.
clear, loud and
Okay.
clear.
All right.
Can
So
y'all hear me? Oh, my bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you now, Howard. So we're talking about Devin Lloyd and Claudin Cherelus. The question that I asked the panel earlier, when you look at the linebacker beside Devin Lloyd, um, when you look at Trevin Wallace, should he be given the starting role based off his experience and athletic upside, or has Claudin Cherelus shown enough communication and physical reliability to take the job?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah, I said Howard. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with Wallace, man. I think Wallace knows the system a lot better. Even with his injuries and stuff like that. Where was Sherellis? Was he on the practice squad last? I mean, last year, because
No,
that's
that
where he
that was
was, right?
Well, he was on the practice squad when he came from the Jets,
Hmm.
and I think he was on the practice squad the first year in Carolina, but then he worked his way
Yeah,
onto the 53-man roster.
Russell.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's low, but I'm gonna
DK said
lean
they jumped
towards
Nick.
I'm gonna lean toward Wallace, man. Okay, he's younger. And if Cherelus, if they was gonna do something with him, they should have been did something with him. I don't know why they waiting now. I mean, shit. To me, he could have been made that 53-man roster. But I'm gonna go with Wallace.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Wallace.
All right. So what edge do you believe that Wallace has over Cherelus that you would give the edge to Wallace?
Youth for one thing. He's a little younger, right?
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah, a little younger. Not much.
yeah,
I don't. Hey, somebody look up how old Claudin Cherelus is, because I don't think he's that much older than Trevin Wallace.
I think he's been in the league at least 4 to 5 years. I ain't never seen him start nowhere. You know, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When I first saw him, I kind of liked him. I was like, dude is all right. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he can move side to side. How they say, side to side line football. That he kind of had that, but I don't know. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, I give Wallace, that the age, and I just think Wallace gonna get a little better. I think he's gonna get a little better, man.
All right. All right. So I also asked this question: if Wallace does not have to carry the green dot responsibility, which he won't this year, because they've already said
Mhm.
that Devin Lloyd would be, have that responsibility. Do you believe that Trevin Wallace could play faster, trust his eyes, and make more decisive plays? Do you think he could be more effective without the green dot?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just like what's his name? I think that was Poppin. He hit it on the head. I think that was Poppin. Yo, let him go out there and play, man. Don't just let him play wild and crazy. You don't have to think about nothing. Let him
Thank you,
attack.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Let him attack, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make him think too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, didn't we do that early on, with not last year, with the year before last, where he didn't have the green dot when Josie Jewell was there? And
he
then
was
I
a
think
rookie then, right? Yeah.
when Josie Jewell left and brought in Rose Boom, I think Trevin Wallace, no, Rose Boom started the year off with the green dot, and then they gave it back to Trevin Wallace, or gave it to Trevin Wallace. Is that what happened? If I remember correctly.
Mm, I think they took it
Okay.
from Wallace and gave it to Rose Boom. That's what I think it was the other way around, right?
I don't remember
Because
exactly. I
Rose
don't remember
Boom started
exactly.
getting impactful. He was becoming a dog and shit like that. He was playing.
So DCash said he's 27. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, DCash. So he came into the league. What's this? Trying to see.
And I thought that Trevin Wallace got it after Josie Jewell, but he got hurt, and they had to put Rose Boom at the mic.
Rose Boom, yeah.
I I, I think that's how it happened, if I'm
Well,
not
no,
Hmm.
mistaken.
Josie Jewell. Remember, Josie Jewell got that concussion, and we didn't see him no more the last couple games of the regular season. And then they let him go, and then we got Rose Boom. Rose Boom stepped in at the last minute. Was a last minute free agent signing, if I remember correctly. They wasn't on the team together.
Oh, Josie
No,
Jewell
no,
and
no,
Rose
no,
Boom went on the team together.
no. He came
No.
out. He came the next year.
Yeah,
So
He
we
yeah.
came
only
the
had
next
Rose
year.
Boom for 1 year.
Rose Boom basically replace Josie Jewell.
Oh, okay. Damn. I don't know why I thought they
Yeah,
was on the team together. Damn. Okay.
yeah.
you
Okay.
know,
All right.
why do count? Listen, another fact. I think I don't know was that Risha one of those guys, but for real, Buffalo, man, Buffalo got so much that they're gonna have to let some go. And I think we need to look over there and grab some of them damn linebackers and stuff they got. You know what I mean? Because they can't keep all of
Well,
that.
I
I'm
mentioned
telling you
I
now,
mentioned
boy.
that I kind of mentioned that earlier though, Howard. I said that we need to get a veteran presence, somebody that can replace step in and play beside Devin Lloyd.
Mhm.
There's names out there in free agency. There's probably going to be names that's going to be released and or waived for one of the other 31 teams. So I'm under the belief. I'm hoping. Let me
Yeah,
say that
yeah,
Dan Morgan and those guys realize that the linebacker room needs to have an upgrade,
yeah.
and they do something right after the cuts start happening. Whether it's somebody they bring in that's a free agent
Mhm.
right now, or get one of these guys that's getting ready to be released, off of one of these 31 other teams.
Yeah.
But there's no doubt in my mind that the inside linebacker position, outside of Devin Lloyd, you don't really have another definitive starter, someone that you can say that can be his the 1B to his 1A. You know what I'm saying?
What so can Gil, what happens? I mean, is Gil what's going on with him?
Cam Gill. Well, he's
Yeah,
outside line, but he's an edge. Hold
he's
that
an
thought one
edge.
second. Hold
Okay,
on.
yeah.
Hold on one second. Shout out to the Ville kid for the 9.99 super chat. He said, "Good morning, fellas. By the way, these are polar opposite linebackers. One stops the run better, one stops the pass better. So pick your poison." Well, let us know, Freddie. Who do you think is the better defender in coverage? And who do you think is the better run stopper? And I appreciate that 9.99 super chat. I heard you had quite an outing last night, my brother. Feel free to hit the link and come up here and talk to me about it. You know, feel like I missed out on a good time.
I
Know me,
man,
I would have played it back
listen,
just to listen. I
listen,
ain't getting
man.
all that.
Will, where I'm from and where Will's from, we we probably like 30 minutes away from each other. Okay,
Hmm.
we from the same. We both from South Carolina. He's from he's
That's
from
what I
Buford.
thought, T-Bo.
He's from
Yeah.
Buford, and I'm
Hey,
from Charleston.
that's what I thought, T-Bo. Roseboom played better when they gave it back to Wallace. Yeah, so yeah. When they gave the green dot to Trevin Wallace, they both played better. When they took it off Roseboom and gave it to Trevin Wallace, I think they both played better. I think it was like a 2 game stretch because I always talked about them not coming downhill and attacking these guards. Especially when they pulling and letting these guards reach up to the second level and put hands on them, and then the running back goes 3, 4, 5 yards before they even get touched. There was like 2 games in a row where I saw them do that, and then all of a sudden they stopped. But go ahead, Howard. I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted
No,
to get
no, no.
that out real
I
quick.
was just explaining. No, I was just explaining. Will, I can. Me and him would get into it all the time, but we can relate to each other because we can be some ignorant efforts when we get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I already don't know that we can be that. We can be that. So that's Will. That's him. He's a very smart guy, though. Very intelligent. Um, but he'll get up under your skin, and you can also get up under his too. Now, when you hear him start
Yeah, yeah,
cursing and every
definitely.
doggone thing like that, you got him. So, but it was good last night. It was very good last night.
Yeah.
Man, Will
That
Will
was
Hey,
can
good.
say Will can say two things, boy, before they hopped on him, boy. Like,
Yeah.
well, if you look at the concept,
yeah.
blah 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 They was on his ass.
Yeah, they was.
Hey
God.
Gates, let me drop you off for a few minutes. Let me get Freddie up here so he can to tell us about last night, and I'll bring you back, my guy. I'm just gonna put you in the backstage.
Hey, I'm headed to a call, so I will be listening. I appreciate y'all. Y'all
Okay.
hold it down, man.
All right, Gabe. All right,
All
man.
right, appreciate you, my boy.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yo,
Freddie J, the
yo,
Ville Kid Show. What is
yo,
happening?
hold
What
on,
it
Tony. Hold on,
is?
Tony. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Handle your business. Handle your business. Go ahead, Freddie. I mean, Howard, what you were saying?
And I was about to say something about football. God,
Yeah.
I'll let you know when it comes up. Yeah. To me, Carolina, what I would do with Trevin Wallace, I'd use him as my damn. I'd blitz with him. I just blitz and I'd make him. I'd use him for a pressure guy. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
so he
I'd
got
send
away
him a
from the
lot.
show.
Real talk.
Who's
I'd do
that?
that. Wallace.
Yeah.
Who you talking about?
I'd do that.
Hold on, Freddie.
Wallace.
Hold on,
Okay.
Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about Trevin Wallace?
Yeah. Just something you don't
Yeah.
even have to think about, man. Just go, hey, man, go get that, go get the quarterback. And if you happen to see the running back, him handing off the run, hit his ass,
He
I'd do
did.
that with him.
Yeah.
He did that in college.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
did do that in
you got to use
college.
them right, man.
Hmm.
You got to know what these guys can do.
Hmm.
I'd blitz the hell. I'd use them and just blitz. Fuck it,
Let me.
Okay.
you know.
Freddie
Well, good
J,
morning,
what's
fellas.
happening, man?
Well, good morning. Well, good morning,
Good morning,
Tone,
Freddie.
Mr. 50 Cal,
Well,
OG Howard. What's going on with y'all, man?
Chilling, man.
What up?
Cool as
What
man.
up,
no. What
Fredster?
I the better question is, sir. What's going on with you in the Ville Kid show last night?
Oh,
I heard it was,
oh, oh. Listen.
popping and shaking last night. So
Hey,
I'm
hey,
trying to,
yo,
I'm
Tony.
just trying to get
It was
a
a
little
Let's
summarized
go.
statement. That's
hey,
all.
hey, look, listen, man. It got very explosive. And the panel, Leo, I'ma say, Tony, it was an elite panel. Let me say that. Hey man, shout out to the panel, man. That panel was fucking lit. I'm talking Goat, Will, fucking Leo, Twan. I mean, they motherfuckers went
Wow.
at it. I'm talking, them motherfuckers went at it. Even had Kitwan, Rashak in there. We had goddamn Uncle Gates was up there. Them motherfuckers was
Okay.
lit. Oh yeah. Them motherfuckers was
Bloody
lit.
came through.
Yep, bloody pop
336.
336. Oh my god, man. Them five of Twan, Goat, Leo 336. Man, them motherfuckers
Yeah.
went at it. And Nick Gaskins, man, them motherfuckers went at it. They went to
You
war.
had Broski up there. It was
Oh yeah, Broski was at the beginning. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. I
no,
think.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
No pop. That was after y'all left. After y'all left, it was
uh,
Goat.
yeah,
No,
I
no,
had to
no,
eat popcorn then. I
no,
was
no,
like,
no. Hey, yo,
let's
pop.
watch.
Hey, pop. After y'all left, it was Goat, Nick Gaskin, Will, Twan, and Leo. And 336. It
So
was them six. Them
Yeah,
motherfuckers went at
yeah.
it. And they went at it for like 4 hours straight. I was like,
so
shit, this
what
popcorn
so
worth.
what so what led to the turmoil, Freddie?
Well, what
In
led to
your
the
opinion?
turmoil is when Leo was watching a Stephen A. Smith video, and he
Mm-hmm.
and literally he asked a question on why we were getting so much popularity, and why Dave Canales was being interviewed by Stephen A. Smith of all people, and then
Mm-hmm.
Twan came up there and said it was an agenda, and then Will was trying to and then Will was trying to reason, but I could tell that these five had some history together. Like 336 was in there, so 336, 336. He goes against the grain.
He gonna antagonize.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you something too, Tone. That fucking video has the most watch hours I've ever had on a video. Like, I mean,
That's
them
crazy. That's
them
good though.
motherfuckers. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, I crushed my watch hours.
Calm down on the MF. You done said about 13 times already.
Hey, my fault. My
Go
fault,
ahead.
Tony.
Go,
But
go
no,
ahead, man.
hey, but nah, man, it was explosive. And then Nick, and then we all know how Nick and Leo and 336 get together. Them three
Yeah.
just I could tell that there's history between them. And then you want to talk about a funny history, Twan and Will. Oh my God, Tony, I was lightheaded from laughter.
Yeah,
Listen
I
to
know.
them
I
two
know
go
about
back
that
and forth.
history. Yeah.
Man,
There's
listen.
all type of history, new history too, but
Yeah.
Man, listen.
some of it makes
Well,
sense, some of it doesn't.
I would have
But it
broke my
was,
fast last night. I would have had me some popcorn and some hibiscus tea and everything.
Hey,
I would have
listen,
sat back
man.
and just
It was
listened.
a lit panel. That panel probably one of the best panels I've ever had, and it was explosive, Tony, and it lasted for hours. I mean, they're
But
crazy.
Freddie, I heard it damn near took over your show. You ain't had no
I mean,
control.
I mean, look, I tried to moderate it, but it was like hey, look, Tony. The
Yeah.
chat said let him go. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna just let him have fun, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna just listen to it. When I tell you I was
Right.
lightheaded from laughter, Tony. I mean, freaking Will. I mean, Will call Leo a
Yeah.
freaking leprosy. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
He started that over here. Yeah, he started that over here. What was it, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago?
oh,
Boy, he had
Tony.
us real weak.
Oh,
Oh my
Tony, that
God.
was so funny,
He
man.
had us weak.
Man, dog, man. When he called Leo a leprosy, Twan lost his shit. He was like, what? He's like, he didn't say that. Oh, man. I mean, they just went back and forth,
Yeah.
man. That was lit, man. Hey, I
Well, I hate that
appreciate
I
it, though.
missed it.
I
I
mean,
hate that I missed it.
A-Tune, even you up there with 10 people on the panel, that shit was elite. I mean,
Yeah.
that panel was lit.
I can't do it. My nerves too bad. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Man,
good. I
look,
can't do all that.
they just
But so what we're talking about, Freddie, is of course the linebacker competition with
mm-hmm.
Trevin Wallace and Claudin Cherelus. And one of the questions that I asked the panel is when you look at the linebacker beside Devin Lloyd, what matters most to you? The range, communication, coverage, or getting the run fit right?
Well, I would say it's both run fit and coverage, but these are polar
Mm-hmm.
opposite linebackers. One stops the pass
Okay.
better. The one that stops the pass better is the one on your fucking screen. The one that stops the run better is Claudin Cherelus. So it's basically pick your poison on which one do you want. Me personally, I think
Mm-hmm.
Carolina would go for more the coverage linebacker than they would the run stopping linebacker. But I'm just saying I would prefer the run stopping linebacker because he's a thumper, but he can't cover for shit. So
No,
it's
yeah,
it's
you talking about
basic
Claude Cherelus?
yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's basically pick your poison. It's not a great see Panther was stupid. Um
I hate that dude. Go ahead.
it's not a great thing, man. None of these dudes do both well. One has one trait that they do better than the other. So it's really just
Right.
for
Right.
Carolina to pick their poison. That's why I mentioned in that
Hmm.
super chat. Like they're polar opposite
So
linebackers.
I know because I know you've done the roster breakdown and you guys have talked about it on your channel a couple
Yeah.
times. Um, what do you think Carolina should do after the final cuts are made Sunday, come Monday? Do you think they should still go after a linebacker that's out there in free agency, or do you think they should try to grab one of these linebackers that may get cut from one of the other 31 teams and bring him onto the roster?
I think they should be
What do you think about that?
I think they should be looking at the waiver wire. I think they should be looking at free agency for a linebacker who can do both. Cause these linebackers, if I mean, look, so we're playing musical chairs for the linebacker position now. But I'm just saying, like, I would do that.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw what NH said. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like again, like
So
they
then,
both
but
do
based
pull up.
off of, I didn't mean to cut you off, but based off
No,
what
just
NH
shoot.
just said, it sounds like you were bringing Claudin Cherelus on first and second downs. You know, your
Yeah,
run stopping downs, and third and long or whatever the case may be. Then you bring in Trevin Wallace for the better coverage.
you could do it that way if you wanted to. I mean, you could
Right.
definitely do it that way if you really had the choice. You really could do that. And
Okay.
then, I mean, that's just all I'm saying. And Kenny S has a question. He said for you, Tone.
He said, "Does Wallace need the green dot more than Lloyd?" No, I won't. I can't. I wouldn't say that he need the green dot more than Lloyd. I think you looking for somebody one that can handle the green dot, the responsibilities of carrying the green dot and be the leader of that linebacker core because they're pretty much going to lead the front seven. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So
Yeah.
right now they've already designated Devin Lloyd to be that. Now Devin Lloyd didn't wear the green dot in Jacksonville from my understanding. I don't know if that's true or not. I think Olaquan, the other
It was
linebacker,
Foyesade
wa-
Aluakan who it was
yeah,
Foyesade
Olaquan,
Aluakan that
yeah.
wore the green
So
dot.
for whatever reason, Ivero has already stated this since the first day they signed him that he was going to be the green dot. He's very intelligent. He's a very smart individual.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing all that definitely plays a role into that. So I hope that answers your question. Kenny, and hold on real quick. Let me bring the man of the hour, my brother from another, cussed me out soon as his plane landed, sending death threats to my phone and everything last night. Tip Drill Will, what's happening, brother?
Big Will. Give him a second.
Nah. Yeah, you
Hey
talking
guys,
on
can you
mute.
hear? No. You know how StreamYard is. Sometimes it takes a while for me to get the stream from
Oh
everybody
nah.
speaking, so I couldn't hear anybody. Good morning.
Oh, okay. Good morning, man. How you doing?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Will?
Hey, Will.
Hey, can you hear me?
There you go. There we go. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It took a while for StreamYard to
Can
catch up sometime.
No, you straight.
Can you hear me, Will?
I can hear you, Tony. Good morning, man.
Okay.
Good
Good
morning.
good good morning. Good morning, my good brother. You sound tired. You sound like your voice a little raspy. You sound like you may have
Man,
had
this thing is breaking
too
up.
much conversation last night. Like what's happening?
Jeez.
Yeah, we'll probably need to come back in. But go ahead,
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
finish. Okay, go ahead, finish saying what you were saying, Freddie.
Oh, hold on, Tony.
Damn, now he got to drop out. Well, I tell you, okay. So the next thing we gotta get Freddie a mic. He got the computer. We gotta get his ass a mic now, because you can't not do this. You can't be doing this.
I'm on my phone. That's why. I'm not on my
Yeah,
computer.
I know. That's why I said we need to get you. We need to get you a mic. That's the
Yeah.
next. That's the
Oh
next
yeah.
Yeah,
plan.
I need a mic too. Y'all help me out with a mic too. I need a mic too. See.
Mm. But yeah, but like I said again, these linebackers, not a fan of either one of them. I'm just saying they're just polar
Mhm.
opposites of one another. But I mean, if you really wanted to, you you could use both of them, and it could work. I mean, you could definitely use both of them. The only problem is, and my only counter to that is the fact is, what if one of them gets hurt? Now you have to use just one of them,
Mhm.
and you better hope it's not the pass coverage one that gets hurt. But we
Mhm.
all know that this dude has a history of shoulder injuries. So
That is a fact.
I
That
mean,
is a fact.
but I mean, you could rotate them and do linebacker by committee. Now, I'm just saying. Now, Broski Bear's stupid.
Yeah, he back home. He back home now, broski bear.
That nigga said, "What country?"
Yeah.
And you know, like I would, and then again, I would try to find another linebacker though. That's just me. But if they
Yeah,
want
me
to do
too.
linebacker 2 by committee, let them, because I don't hate that either. And you just
I just
rotate
I
them.
just I just feel like, I mean, if they don't, if they decide to just stick with what they got, I like that idea as far as, you know, the rotation plan.
Yeah,
But I would like to see them upgrade the talent at that position to provide more depth at that position. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's a starter that you could bring in beside Devin Lloyd, or, you know, a quality backup that can kind of give you some insurance, you know, if something was to happen to Trevin Wallace or Claudin Cherelus, the the lack of talent wouldn't drop off that much. That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So
I
that's
agree.
what I would want to see. What you think, Poppin?
Um, yeah, I mean, all that sounds great. The festivity that I have for why we're even in this situation, I kind of want us to lay in it. Yeah, Dan Morgan,
Nah, see, yeah, I
this is
know.
your fault. You should have went and got who we needed. They were sitting
That's a
right
fact.
there. Uh,
That's a
and,
fact.
and sometimes you got, you know what I'm saying, when you make the mistakes, you got to sit there and look at it. It's like, okay, I
Yeah, but
won't make this mistake again.
these ain't life decisions.
That's all
we not
right.
hinging our
That's all right.
season on a
It's
life
No,
decision.
but but
so this
but there
Hold on,
are,
one
but
Freddie.
hold,
Hold on, Freddie. Hold on. Go ahead,
yeah,
Poppin.
so one player is gonna cause us to lose our season, huh? Is that what y'all trying to say?
No, I don't
Okay,
think that's what we're
okay.
trying to say at all.
Like I
mm,
say, I think he needs to sit in it for this season. See, okay, you know what? I definitely got to attack and get a linebacker early. Because there were definitely some guys there, some talent there. Now we got to go out here and pitch from somebody else's camp when we didn't have to even do that in the first place. We didn't have to do all that. We wouldn't be having this situation. We probably would have had a pretty
You're right.
doggone good linebacker that all of us have been proud to go buy their jersey. Ain't nobody
You
going
are
to buy
right.
neither one of these jerseys. That's why I say coup watch. I'm on the coup watch.
Yeah.
But that's my point. But when I'm speaking of, yes, they probably should try to find somebody else from somewhere else. Um, Unfortunately,
Yeah.
but I'll be honest with you. I mean, see what Kulas got, man. Why not? Ooh,
Okay.
mm.
Hey, listen, we've been here for an hour and 15 minutes now. If you're enjoying the conversation, enjoying the debate, the vibes, and the energy that the morning kickoff with unbiased opinion has brought to you on this Hump Day Wednesday, do me a favor, scan the QR code here at the top right, support the show, give a donation, whatever you feel your heart feels to donate this morning. If you're watching on YouTube, in the YouTube chat, there's also a pinned comment at the top that has the link to my PayPal. You do not have to have PayPal. Just click the link, put out your trusted debit card, make a small donation to the Builder Fund. The church will greatly appreciate it. We are putting it back into the to the community. All right. I would greatly appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, if you're watching through Carolina Armchair GMCJ channel right now, you can go to youtube.com/ at UO Sports Talk. So just open up another browser on your desktop, your laptop, your tablet, or your phone, youtube.com/ at UO Sports Talk. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. I greatly appreciate it. And when you do make the donation through PayPal, let me know in the chat so I can properly shout you out and show my appreciation to you. All right. So try to bring this guy out one more time and see if it's working. What's up, Will?
Yeah, I think I'm good now. Good morning,
oh
guys.
yeah, you
Sorry
good.
about
There
that.
you go.
Sorry
Okay.
about
All
that,
right.
Tony.
There you go. No, you good. Hey, listen. You were sounding a little raspy. I know you probably a little tired. There was a lot more communication going on last night than you that is required of you from your daily job. So I understand, probably missed some workout time this morning and whatnot. But I'm glad you're here, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm good.
Oh,
Hey.
you don't have no idea what I'm talking about, huh?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Are you,
We,
are,
we,
are you
all right.
you talking about when I was on Freddie's show last night?
Yeah, I
Hey,
heard there
Will
was a
was
time to
lit.
be had last night. Will.
Yeah, it was interesting, man. A lot of people have bruised feelings, and
Mm.
they and it is what it is, man. I had a
Right.
good time.
Right.
I had a good time, but it was, you know how it is.
Right. 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 Right.
Oh
Right.
man.
Right. I understand that. So how did everything go with your trip? Everything good?
Hey, perfect, man. Perfect. Safe journey, good
Okay.
mission, conducted, got back.
Can I say one
Already.
thing? Say one thing that Will said last night that I thought was cleverly, but uh, he hit a chess move that was so crazy last night or yesterday. Somebody said that the team doesn't what they're doing. The team doesn't represent them and what they stand for. Will says, so let me get this clarified. What the team does, you're saying doesn't represent you. There's like, yes. He said, so why don't you this this this
This is
Woo!
I can't boy, I'm messing up that word.
disassociate yourself from the
That
team.
Disassociate
man.
yourself
Ooh,
from
man.
that. I said, oh my God.
Hey,
No, but
yo, Will.
there's things that don't represent me personally. If it doesn't represent me personally, I disassociate myself from it.
But
That
you
Hey.
that
know,
that
but
that is
hold
that
on.
is a
But
fact.
the thing is, they said, Will, you can't tell nobody how to fan. No, he didn't say anything how to fan on that part. He just said, well, you said they don't represent you the way you wanted to be represented. Then leave. I said, boy, you talking about a roundhouse kick to the
Hey, no. Hey, it wasn't just that though.
fire.
Hey, it wasn't just that though. He fucking took a wrench and he bopped him on the head with it. Like, I mean, like, I'm like, damn. I didn't even say nothing because I was laughing so hard because like when them six got together, I was like, oh boy. I was like, I,
I didn't know I was walking into a terror dome, man. I didn't
hey,
know.
hey.
Hey, Will came in there and
Well,
I didn't get to listen to the rest of it, but he started off with the key. And when he said this is disassociate yourself, I owned it.
Bop! Hit him with the top of the drumstick. Hey man. Hey,
I
hey,
was
oh
he
so
hit him
proud of
with the
no.
Will.
drum
Hey,
mallet. I was like, damn.
Tony, can I clarify one thing?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Okay. When I said when I was explaining to Leo that fans like him are leprosy onto our fan base, I did not
I didn't get that
I
far,
did not
Will.
I know this was a couple of it was a this is when I was in
Oh God.
Chicago. Um
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I
I
was
remember.
not I was not saying that Leo or Leo's family have leprosy. I'm saying his toxic energy is cancerous to the fan base.
Mm, mm,
That's what I meant. I just
um,
want to make sure that
um,
I'm very well because I couldn't repeat what I was trying to say because people kept yelling over me. Because it was like
yeah.
1 on 5. And so I just wanted to make sure that I kind of clarified that. Like, if you're going to sit up here and say all of these terrible things about the team and nothing positive about the team, and the team doesn't represent you, then you're a leprosy.
And well,
You know?
the thing that threw me off was that people that was agreeing on shitting on the team. Like, hold on, are you really a Panther fan? Because like you kind of like
Right. That was
some of
interesting.
y'all agreeing with Leo that don't but like Leo, and then I was like,
Right.
But here's what
It
it
was
Ain't that
very
is.
gonna rock?
interesting. Ayo
But see,
pop, ayo pop, ayo pop.
these.
It was
Hold on,
very
Freddie.
interesting.
But these are the fence riders. These are the guys I say, hey, pick
Mm-hmm.
a side because when you ride the fence, it hurts. It kind of looks weird, with the history. It's like, hold on, if you don't like rock. Now, if a guy makes a good statement that you agree with, I get that. But if it's kind of like asinine and you're still like, yeah, bro, hold on. You don't even
You,
agree. You don't
Yeah.
even like him, and you sit here disagreeing with it just to jump on wheel, bro.
yeah,
You a
because
fence
what
rider,
happens
bro.
is they would. Okay, so it's more of I hate Will or I hate that type of
Hey,
that type of
Will,
fan so much. I'm
hold,
sorry.
hold that thought 1 second. DCast said, Tony, there's a writer for the Packers that said we're shopping JT and the Packers are a team that's calling. I saw that article. Yeah, it is a beat writer for the Packers that announced that yesterday that the Panthers are shopping Jatavion Sanders and the
Ooh.
Packers is a team that seems to be interested right now. That didn't come out of Panthers Twitter. That came from Green Bay. A beat reporter for Green Bay did post that. So yeah, I did see that D Cash. Appreciate that. Go ahead,
Looking for
Will.
linebackers.
Yeah. Yep. So yep. So it's more of a not necessarily a personal attack on Will the human, but like the way I fan. I'm a you know what I mean. So they can't stand it because it's antithetical to their fandom. So they would much rather ally with an enemy. I'm more of an enemy to them than someone who will shit
That,
all
that,
over
that,
their team.
and now that person you despise. That's the wild part.
Right.
It was a
Right.
very hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. It was a very interesting thing when I asked the question to like one of the people and I said, like, hold on, let me get this straight. So we trash, and the dude said, yeah, we fucking trash. I said, huh? I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go back on mute. I'm like, wow. I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, what the
Right.
fuck is going on?
Hey, it's
Mhm.
so funny, man, because and I'll just, I'll leave it alone after this because I know we're getting off topic. But I'll say this. Um, it is clear to me that I live rent free in certain people's heads. And I don't even talk to them.
Ooh.
I don't even have conversations with them, but I live rent free in their heads. They hate,
Yeah,
they dislike me that much, and I really don't care.
I
What?
got nothing to say on that.
Right. And like just like Tony lived rent free in my head the way he abused me when I was on that plane yesterday. I couldn't fight back.
Ah,
And I don't have a
Oh,
problem with saying
brother.
I don't have a problem saying you live rent free in my head because as soon as I got off the plane, I text your ass like, "Hey, dude, I'm
No, you ain't just text me. You start using all kind of French explicitives
yes,
in
that's
your
true. That's true.
communication.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Because I was using my Dion Warmack voice. That's what friends are
Oh
for
man.
good times.
Yeah.
Wear me out, dog. That's all good. But
Yeah.
but to shop JT Sanders,
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but it just depends. I- Can we get something for him that's going to help us this season, not future draft capital,
Mm-hmm.
like a 6th-round draft pick or a 5th-round draft pick? I don't want that. You got a
Right.
I gotta
linebacker?
at least get a fourth.
You got a what?
I gotta at least get a fourth round pick.
Hmm.
or just
Hey, CJ said, where your wrench at?
See
You
see
know
what I'm
he's starting
saying?
shit, right?
See what I'm
You know he's
saying?
starting shit. See,
Exactly. But
see
see,
that
CJ would have
that
never
that
did me
that's
like that.
CJ.
yeah,
That's
that's
CJ
CJ.
when it did you like, you know what? Has CJ ever do you have a wrench on CJ channel? That's all I
I
want to
don't.
know.
I don't. I don't.
Okay. How long you been knowing CJ? Mm.
It's been some years now. It's been some years.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm the bad guy. Okay, cool. Oh, CJ said, yeah, you do. CJ said, I think he said he gave you one yesterday.
Do you know what? That's what I'm talking about, CJ. That's what I'm talking about. That's the first time I think I ever got a wrench. I feel special.
Yeah. Well, since you always coming through CJ's channel, then you that's probably where you need to get your wrench at,
I said in
sir.
the chat, I'm gonna fix that.
Hey,
It's fixed. It's fixed.
yeah. Okay. So when I see your name pop up over there, I will be more than happy to give you your wrench. And I also got to give Nick Gaskins one since he joined the debate table VIP on Patreon yesterday.
Hey, can I say this to your audience real quick? I think
Yeah.
joining the Patreon and doing the film review, I think it's gonna be really fun for us to get together in Patreon and do the film review of the games. After we play the games and going through the all 22, it's gonna give us a greater appreciation as we talk about it as a community. And as we go on other lives and other podcasts, it will give you a greater depth of knowledge of talking about the game within the game. Some people will just jump up and down and says, Bryce Young don't throw across the middle. And you sitting in the Patreon with Tony, and we're watching it all unfold and talking about it, it'll make you far more knowledgeable. So if you can join the Patreon, I think it's going to be well worth your time and your energy and your money.
Yeah. Okay. Uncle Gay said, tell him to disassociate himself, Tony.
God damn! Oh my God!
Oh God! Nah, I can't do my brother like that, Gay.
That nigga Will
I can't
snorted
do
his
my
head when
brother
he
like
said that. By the
That
way,
word had me all messed up.
hey,
Disassociate yourself. I can't
hey,
for nothing this morning.
hey, man, Will, y'all motherfuckers had me crying, bro.
Hey, I thought I was coming in to have a few jokes and good time, boy. I walked into a terror dome, man.
Oh, hold on, NH. I'm about to drop the link real quick. About to drop the link for you real quick. And then we can go on to our
I can drop it,
to
then
our
they's gonna pull
next.
up.
Huh?
I said I
What's
can
that, Papa?
drop it. I can drop it, and they's trying to pull up.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, he
soon as
doesn't
he
get up here that often.
yeah, soon as he hits the backstage, I'll let you know. Put that on the shirt, Will. DCAS said, put that on the shirt, Will. All right. Oh, was you talking about? Oh, was you talking about a link for the Patreon or the link to come on to the panel?
I think it was for Patreon, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, all right, but yeah, let's see. It's NH usually follows through my YouTube channel, but hold on, I will put it in the I'll definitely put it in the what you call it? Yeah, something. Yeah. All right, there's a link right there in the chat for the PayPal. So if you in the StreamYard chat, I'm sorry. It's in the StreamYard chat. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just move on over to the second topic. So yesterday we did talk about the Houston Texans offense. So today we're going to talk about the Houston Texans defense and can Bryce handle Houston defense. So we do know they going to have joint practice today if everything goes well. If you just reading the tea leaves of what Dave Canales said, depending on what the offense showed today, would depend on whether they play Friday. So I'm going to assume that the players know that. So they're going to go out there and give their best effort today so they don't have to play Friday. I mean, that's what I would do if you gave me an option. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to go, ball to the wall, pause, in this joint practice so we don't have to play Friday. So facts first, Houston 2025 defense allowed the fewest yards per game in the NFL at 277.2 yards and ranked second in points, allowing 17.4 points per game. The Texans were fourth in rushing yards allowed per game and sixth in passing yards allowed per game. Their defense is built around a disruptive front with Will Anderson Jr. providing edge pressure and a secondary capable of making quarterbacks work through tight windows. Houston is coming to Charlotte for Wednesday's joint practice, which is today, and that work will help determine whether Panthers starters play in Friday's preseason finale. So this is a valuable test for Bryce Young and Carolina offense because Houston can challenge the entire operation at once. The Panthers must identify pressure before the snap, communicate protection cleanly, avoid long yardage situations, and give Bryce answers that get the ball out on time. The run game matters because it can slow down a defense that wants to win with its front and create uncomfortable passing situations. So my first question, and Will, you go first on this one. Against Houston's defense, should Carolina prioritize protecting Bryce Young with quick answers or use the joint practice to test whether the offense can win in more difficult down and distance situations? What say you, sir?
So I say both, but I'll prioritize. Number one, can we protect Bryce? Because we need to make sure that our offensive line has the right calls, the right protections. They're able to communicate with each other on the going up to the line of scrimmage, identifying different pressure packages, etc. We have to do that. But then also from the playbook, from the script, we have to be able to say, okay, we are getting our lunch eaten over here in the on that 3 technique. We have to be able to find easy answers to slow down this pass rush so that we are able to move the sticks, keep their defense off balance. So it's a combination of both. But what I would like to make sure that Bryce is comfortable with that offensive line protecting him against that defensive front.
Okay. All right. Freddie, what you got?
Well, I would just like to say that I think just being able to just run the football just in general will kind of loosen up that pass rush anyway, because it is, as you mentioned, just ridiculous. And I think it's good for the guys to honestly get a test like this, because it's definitely going to be necessary and needed, because we play a similar type of defense later on into the season. We don't play Houston, but we play a similar style of defense, a more aggressive style front, whenever you're going up against another team like Houston. So definitely getting work from one of the best defenses in football is definitely necessary. So I would prioritize protecting Bryce, because that's the main thing. You have to be able to protect him, but also if it is a muddy pocket, he's got to be able to adapt very quickly to the muddy pocket. He's got to be able to adapt to the muddy pocket, because it's going to be some. It's not going to be perfect, but at least give him enough time to be able to get to his quick reads and make those quick time answers for the guys to make plays. So that's going to be interesting to see today, honestly. But I think it's
Okay.
good work for the guys, honestly. I do.
Poppin', what you got?
Can you read me the options? It's hard for me to see it from what I'm doing.
I'll say against Houston's defense, should Carolina prioritize protecting Bryce Young with quick answers or use the joint practice to test whether the offense can win in more difficult down and distance situations?
More down the situations. Yeah, that's what I would think
More
it is.
difficult down and
Well,
distance situations?
yeah, because they're not gonna hit Bryce.
But
They're
yeah,
not.
that's
Like,
true. Not in the joint practice, no.
right. Nobody can hit the quarterback. So why am I worried about that? I mean, and like that's why you put them in preseason to really get the real, simulation. Joint practice, this quarterbacks ain't
Hmm.
getting hit. So you really won't know until they get out there. But for a joint practice, yeah, you need to see the down and distance and certain certain scenarios that the coaches that can come up with and put the pressure on opposing team and say, hey, I need to try this out. Put your defense in this situation. Hey, I'm gonna put my offense in the situation. Let's see what we can transpire. That's what I think.
Okay. For me, one, I wonder how much is Houston is like really going to throw at the offense in this controlled environment with the joint practice. Like I know they're going to get some good rep. Don't get me wrong, but like how much of a test can you really um put on them as a whole? Because you like Poppin just said, you can't hit the quarterback. That now the defensive line is really going can really stress test the offensive line, so you really get to see what you got up front. Protecting Bryce. I think that is a definite, and the secondary for Houston is definitely a test for the wide receivers. When you talk about Stingley Jr., I think Kwame Lassiter is the other corner, and then you got Petrie and I forgot the other safety name, but their back end is a damn good back end that can definitely test our wide receivers. So I'm definitely I definitely want to know what that will look what is that going to look like today when our offense goes against Houston's defense, the ones. Okay, I'm not really too much concerned, with Houston's offense going against our defense, but I think the more pressing thing for me is how can this offensive line stand up when it's taking on one of the top two or top three defensive lines in the NFL, especially on the edge, because we got Monroe Freeling and Rasheed Walker as our bookend tackles, and we know Houston got demons when it comes to their edge rushers. So it's going to be beyond a great test for our tackles when it comes to that. I think the interior be able to hold up just fine. There's nothing really about their interior that really scares me. I do like Caden McDonald, the rookie from Ohio State. He's
Mm-hmm.
definitely a good nose tackle. So yeah, I'm not gonna just pour water over him like he don't exist. I think he's doing his thing so far in the preseason on that defensive line for Houston. But it's the edge, it's the outside that I'm really concerned about and really want to see them be put to the test. I want to see them really have to strain and give it their best shot against Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson. Well, what you guys think about that? The battle between our offensive line and their defensive line. Freddie, you go first on this one.
Well, I mean, and before you and I was going to touch on the defensive line, O line, and the wide receivers. That secondary is
Go
ridiculous.
ahead.
With
Freddie, you go
Mhm.
first, and then
Yeah,
Papa,
yeah,
you go
yeah.
after him. Y'all hold it down for 1 minute. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Freddie.
yeah, for sure. Well, I would say that the edges are definitely going to get work. You're going up against Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. I mean, these guys combined pressure rate last season was I think they had like a 20 plus pressure rate by themselves. So they're both just ridiculous. So I just think that it's a great test for both tackles to know that we can protect no matter who we go up against when you're going up against one of the best in the game. And then of course the wide receivers, you want to talk about a test, you're going up against probably the best secondary in football trio wise, and then Caden Bullock and Reed Blankenship in the back end. I mean, it doesn't get tougher than that. So, I mean, it's a great test for the guys, honestly, on basically to prove that they can hang with the best of the best. That's just my personal opinion. They are the best. Go ahead, Pop.
Oh no, I'll let Will go. Will's next.
Oh, Will, go ahead.
Yeah, so I agree with you, Freddie. So even though they're not going to be able to hit Bryce, the coaching staff and when they do film review, they'll know if they got their ass whooped on that offensive line.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to help them kind of modify the playbook based off the defenses they're going to be seeing this year.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Hey, we're losing up on the offensive line. You remember? When they, that helps with game plan modification or in game plan adjustments
Mm-hmm.
by them having this teach tape available to them this early in the season helps them with making in game adjustments. I want to be able to pressure test, especially Monroe Freeling. You need to know
Exactly.
that you're going to see this type of guy or gal, I should say gal, this type of guy at
Mhm.
this at certain times of the year. And then Icky could say, "Hey, bro, my first game I played against Myles Garrett.
Ooh.
Facts.
And Myles Garrett whooped Icky. It was, you know what? Icky looked like man,
Got
Myles
his ass
Garrett.
whooped.
Yes. But to see that speed and that tenacity and that type of physicality from a Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter, then he'll understand speed of the game, depth of knowledge, what his coaching staff been telling him, all that stuff that needs to take place.
Yep.
I think that type of teach tape will be invaluable to our first round pick. Additionally, I thought about this the other day. With that type of teach tape, we'll know exactly where our offensive line stands and where we need to make in-games adjustments, not only at halftime, but we can make that in quarter and in between series.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you guys on that. Will, does the Panthers' run game have enough juice to keep Houston from teeing off on the predictable passing downs?
We shall see. That's what needs to happen. That's the only way that you can slow down a formidable pass rush like that is to be able to effectively run the ball. So now I will say this: Damian Lewis did put 2 Bible quotes on his Twitter this weekend. So somebody about to get that work. Somebody about to get that work.
Hey, you know what that means, Will? They gotta lock the fuck in. Yeah, it's time to lock in.
Hey, whenever Damian Lewis, he prayed for them, he prayed for them before and after.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Somebody about to get that work.
Hey, it's time to go to work.
I'm just telling y'all, I pay attention to Damian Lewis Twitter handle. I follows him.
Yeah.
And he be having
me too.
He having some great quotes. But what you do know, if he start quoting a Bible verse right before a game, somebody about to get done dirty.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I just noticed that he does put out. That's the only time you hear from him is when he's putting out Bible quotes.
But hey, yo, Tone. Go ahead, Will.
No, I'm just saying. I just wanted to say that this is the one that I wish that we could actually see the offensive line, see the trench play for this particular practice.
Yeah, I agree. Man, listen, I'm gonna say this again. It's a great test for us. It's a wonderful test for Carolina's offensive line because like I said, you will be seeing a similar style of defense, a few similar styles of defense to this season. So to get, in my opinion, it's the best defense in football. But to get that test early, you at least have, as Will said, those adjustments needed for when you do play defensive lines like that. because you're
Mm-hmm.
going to see that, aka Denver, who's trying to break the sack record this season. And we all know how formidable that pass rush is. So,
Okay.
so it's definitely needed, or that Minnesota ridiculous, crazy front that they do. So it's definitely necessary to get those sort of reps before you see that, so you can adjust to it when the time comes. And
Okay.
I agree with
Hey,
Will.
shout out to Earl Locklear. He said I joined Tony. Hey, I just seen it on a Patreon. Just became a free member on Patreon. So I greatly appreciate that, Earl. Now when the season get ready to ramp up and we start doing film breakdowns and things like that, if you want to be a part of that, you at least have to join the film room access tier. That's the middle tier. The debate table VIP, that gets you access to the other two tiers that's below the debate table VIP tier. It also gives you other advantages as well for being a debate VIP table member. But yeah, definitely great. Definitely appreciate you joining. I drop things on Patreon every day for the free members and all three tiers. So yeah, Will, make sure you respond to to the things I drop in the debate table. He was the first one there. He does not respond to anything that I drop in Patreon. But hey, I still love him and I appreciate his friendship. But Earl just teed that up for me, and I just feel like I just need to dunk that while you on the panel.
Oh,
Appreciate
Lord.
that, Earl. Damo, what's going on, man?
What's up, Big Tony? With the Y.
What's
With the
going
Y.
on?
I'm
Yeah,
chilling,
with
man.
the
I'm loving
Y.
your show. I've been on your show. This time I caught it the moment you dropped. I normally get on about 30, 40 minutes late because I be dealing with the boys in the morning. And sometimes they just,
Yeah.
you know how that go. I was going to kick Freddie ass. Freddie doing all that cussing, man. He had some good takes. But I'm like, Freddie, don't be cussing between 7 and 8:30 because my kids
Yeah.
might still be in the
Mouth, hey, yo, Damo,
and
hey, yo,
he using
Damo,
a hard
hey,
F.
yo,
I mean,
Hey,
he cussing.
hey, yo,
hey,
Damo.
Damo, he put a Mike Atkins, didn't he?
I did.
I mean, Tony, he cussing, Tony. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
there's cursing
I'm
and there's
like,
cussing.
I'm like, damn, Freddie, I don't cuss like that on my own show.
Freddie, like, I don't give a F, mother F. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey.
My 4-year-old is in the back. He just said the F word the other day, and we had to, I had to step up on it. He's still learning words. You know how that go. He talking and
Yeah.
you know how it go.
Yeah.
He get it from me, but he probably be hearing me on these channels. So it's like even I gotta yo.
Hey,
Damo.
out of the mouth of babes come the truth.
Hey.
So go
Hey, yo,
buy
Damo.
Mac jersey.
I was literally, Damo, I was literally trying to apologize to you in the comments. I couldn't find your comments. I saw your comment and I was trying to apologize to you, bro.
But
But
that's why I
nah, bro,
laugh
you
though,
good,
because I mean
bro.
you ain't got no kids yet. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Yeah. Well, Damo,
I heard about what happened on your channel. I talk a lot of shit to you, Freddie. The only thing I want to say is I already know you a good dude and you got a good channel. And to be great though, if you're gonna hold a big panel, you gotta hold that shit down. They can't talk over you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got some good people that love you. That's why they coming on your channel. But don't let them. Sometimes, as men, our personalities can take over. It's like they're doing it, not knowing that they're doing it. So just hey, mute all of them, throw them in the back, whatever you got to do, and take control of your show. That's my only advice to you, brother. And I'm eventually gonna check your channel out. I might go back and watch that live today for you.
I gotta go back and watch it because the first part that I watched, I think Rashak was up there.
Yeah.
Broski was up there, but they were just talking about the
53 man.
Yeah, the 53 man cut. So yeah, I missed all the action.
And I heard you said I don't know if Twan and Leo and all them get on there. Like I remember watching all them guys before the Great Divide happened and shit. Them niggas should have never let happen, but that's
it got
story.
hectic. Oh, when Leo got on the panel, it got hectic, bro. It got wild.
They be looking
bro.
for the smoke, man. I've been watching them for years, so
Yeah.
SC Panther boy stupid. He said you got 14 kids, Zama.
That's fucked. Now that's fucked up, SC. Now that's fucked up. You got me using the F word. I'm trying not to use the F word.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
hard. My wife
hey,
told me I can't use the F word no
It's
more, Tony.
difficult.
We can get back to
hey.
football, man. I love y'all talking this morning. It's been good. I've enjoyed it. Like I said, I've been on since the crack of dawn. I have feelings. I want to say I got facts too. I feel like we all feel like Wallace has that motor, right? But I don't think he got it between the ears. And I'm not the type of person that can. I think you got to be drafted smart, because if you're smart, you can learn. Some guys only get a little better, but you can put any linebacker that can go left and right. They got a little win. That's how they make it to the league, right? Being athletic. We need we need linebackers, LBs that can watch film and pick up on things in film, and also are very coachable. I don't like that Wallace and
That's true.
Wallace and what's my boy from last year? Rose Boom brought the boom, right?
Rose
Them
Boom.
two linebackers, man, they got caught up in every play action possible. If it go left, they can't never see that it's really going like right. You get what I'm saying? Like, play action. A lot of times they do them reverse plays. Like, it's like teams see that. That's why every time we played teams, a lot of their big plays was on big play action downs, right? They're running play action. Obviously, they can run the ball. That's always our Achilles heel. But, man, it sets up that play action so well that they can't read it. I know Devin Lloyd not going to just be caught up on anything that they doing. Like, he going to be out there making them work. And that's what you want from linebackers. You want smart linebackers that can watch film, that are coachable, that are good with reading, and not going with all the bluffs that the teams are going to give. Like, you want him to play free. That might be better for Wallace. But, man, the way Ejiro's defense is set up, I don't know if it's a lot of free running. I think everybody got to be out there knowing what they're supposed to be doing. I think his defense, correct me if I'm wrong, it's something about his defense that players they have to. It's almost like you either gonna play in this defense or you can't. I don't think this is one of the defenses you can just jump on and because you're good, you're gonna actually be good. I think you actually gotta come in, learn, figure out what the fuck Ejiro wants you to do, and you have to be out there able to think. You gotta have it between the ears. And I said the F word again. You see, I got a problem, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's just my take.
Hey, go ahead, Will. You was about to say something?
Dominique, my wife heard your voice. She said, "Good morning."
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, you hear her laughing in the background?
Hey, you
Man,
stupid as hell,
me and my wife love y'all. She knew I was a big
stupid
fan
as
of
hell.
guys.
Hey, yo, Tone.
Hold on.
Were you also laughing at what SC Panther boy said? He's stupid.
Yeah, he is stupid, dog.
SC is a bully. Stupid. Let me read what he said. Here, let me read it. Let me read it in the chat.
He said, "Hell, I think I'm one of Damo's kid too. Who knows?"
Hey, I love SC Panther, y'all. If I'm not on a live, like if I'm doing something, he'll text me like, "Hey, man, they live right there. What the fuck you doing?" I said it again. See, I just can't get it. See? I ain't gonna be right. You might text my wife. This ain't working.
Yeah,
I can't stop saying that F word, man.
Y'all stupid.
Hey, well, look, Damo. What you think about Bryce Young going up against the Houston defense in the joint practice today? What is it that you feel like you may need to see from Bryce in the first team offense that would give you good vibes coming out of this joint practice today?
Well, since you asked me specifically about Bryce, I'll bring him up first with everybody. I think, obviously, first of all, I'm so thankful that they can't touch him today, right? Second of all, I like that we're going up against, like Freddie said, the best defense in the league. I don't think no one's going to argue with that. Like, they get busy week in and week out. There is no slowing down for their defense. And we know who their head coach is, so we know, like, he's like a Ron Rivera-esque type. Like, he's going to come with his style of defense, and you got to beat him. You know what I mean? So I like that we're going up against such a tough adversary early. I want to see, hopefully we get some footage of how they blocking these guys, man. I want it to look like if they can block these guys, man, I'm not going to say nothing else about this O-line, man. I will be quiet for 2 weeks. Well, I mean, from until week 2. Like, I'll be quiet. You know what I mean?
You stupid.
I mean, for real,
He
dog.
ain't say for the season.
That nigga stupid.
He ain't say for the season. He
No,
said
he
for
ain't said
2
for the
weeks.
season. He said for 2 weeks.
Hey, they did a
Nigga,
probational period.
stupid, bro. Yeah, right. They on probation.
It's all I need to see is what y'all doing. What you doing. Okay.
Hey,
Just
according to
lock me in
Damo
back
right
in.
now, according to Damo right now, the offensive line is in solitary confinement.
But they been telling me to calm down. Like even Uncle be like, calm down, you know. And then look, they came out there and looked good. But y'all, that's before I realized they was playing against the twos. They weren't really playing against all the ones. So I'm just like, man, it really. I needed to see what I needed to see from the offense. So I can't renege and be like, man, that wasn't enough. I said if they did good, I lay off of them. So that's what I'm doing. I love that they're going against the top defense, though. They are the top guys. Make no mistake about it. Until your boy come down, Aaron Donald, until he come back, then them niggas over there gonna be the top defense. But I do believe that this is a good test for us this day. I'm excited.
Damo, SC said, never mind, you're not his parents because they wouldn't have a potty mouth.
Now see that?
That nigga stupid.
SC, stop haunting me, man.
Oh God,
he be haunting me, y'all. He be all in my life. Stay out my life.
Man.
That nigga SC stupid, bro.
You stay out my life.
Hey, bloody. I see you backstage. As soon as I get one person to drop off, dog, I'm gonna bring you up.
I can let Bloody rock out. I'll let Bloody rock out.
Okay. All right.
It's up to you,
I appreciate
Freddie,
that,
Freddie. Say my piece, so it's up to y'all. I don't want,
he done. Well, Freddie, he already done left. Bloody Knuckles, what's happening, my guy?
What's going on, Tony? Panel, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's up, Bloody Knuckles?
Ain't nothing, man. What y'all talking about this morning? I got a little bit of time before I start this shift. What's happening?
Okay, well, cool. We talking about Bryce Young and the first team offense facing the defense of the Texans today in the joint practice. What is it that you
next?
What is that you would like to see that would give you a positive vibe coming out of this joint practice for the first team offense?
The boy getting demolished next. I'm just bullshitting with y'all.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for you to get serious and answer the question. I know.
But I mean, shoot. I mean, with practice, just like the guys were saying, it got to be more about the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the receivers and DBs gonna go that hard. Why? Because you got money out there, so you damn sure don't want to hurt the money on either side. But them trenches, that's really gonna be the fight everybody want to see. Me personally, we also, and I'm gonna just say this for the whole nation to understand this. This is a team that I believe is going to win the AFC South. This is a team that I believe Texans? That's going to, I believe they're going to win the AFC South. I think Jacksonville pretenders this year. Now, we already saw how we looked against Buffalo, how low our energy was, how amplified they was. And it ain't because of no damn stadium. We got an opportunity to play a team that's going to go to the playoffs, and we got to bring that same juice. If we can compete, just like how we competed last year, we'll see what this team really can be made of, because we got to find some level of consistency. Like, I understand people want to see the individual battles and breakdowns, and I like to see that too, and that's cool. But the energy and the effort is the most important thing that we all got to remember, and what they got to remember. And with a defense like this, just like Freddie, just like Will, just like other guests you had up here was saying, you got opportunity to go up against one of the best, if not the best, defenses and possible teams in the league. You got another opportunity. Do not waste it. Go out there, look lackadaisical, and don't go out there and get your ass whooped. Because I already know what it's going to look like if you go out there and get your ass bust again by a playoff team.
Okay. Hey, Will, hold on, Will, before you go, listen, everybody, we've been here for 2 hours now. I greatly appreciate it. If you are enjoying the vibe and the conversation, show your love by donating to the channel. You can donate through a super chat if you're watching through Carolina Armchair GMCJ channel on YouTube, or you can also donate through PayPal. All right. I'm going to bring up the QR code that's at the top right on the screen. There's also a pinned link in the YouTube chat is at the top, pinned comment. You can click that link. It will take you directly to PayPal. Don't have to have a PayPal account, but just open that link, pull out your trusted debit card, and give whatever your heart leads you to donate to the channel, especially if you are enjoying the vibes and the energy and everything that the morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is bringing you. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. All right, youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. I would greatly appreciate that. Go ahead, Will.
Bloody hit center mass on that, man. Like I know that like the beat reporters, they can only like show like individual drills and stuff like that. We'll get at least get a view in the how they stand up one-on-ones, right? We'll at least get that view. And they, Joe Persons and Sheena and Vashti and those guys, they do the best they can of describing what's happening. Only thing I can say is this. Going up against this defense is a good dress rehearsal and a great teach tape. I know I said that already. I want to be able to have confidence that when we go up against a team like Denver, we're able to hold our own. It's impossible for most offensive lines to have a perfect score against a Denver defense or a Texas defense. But you know what? You got to be at least a C student.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be at least a C student in order for you to win the game. Their front seven will win every game for them. That's not possible. So you got a chance to win the game. You just got to do your part. So that's what I want to be able to have confidence in going forward. For our team.
Okay. What you already answered the question, Damo? I think you went first, right?
Yes, I believe I went first, but you can ask me again. Shit.
Okay. I got what?
I'm over here eating. I said you can ask me again. Shoot, I'll give you another answer.
No. I'll get you another question.
I'm just picking.
Damo.
Keep going with the show.
Blood already dropped off. Okay.
He's not wrong for a lot of that stuff he was saying though. I mean, it's actually an honor.
No. He went wrong. He went wrong. Defense. I mean, he was actually spot on. Definitely the biggest test is going to be in the trenches, like I mentioned earlier. We're going to see. Hopefully, that Houston will give this offensive line everything that they want, because that will give us a better understanding, a better test of what we have actually up front when we're talking about protecting not only Bryce Young, but opening up running lanes for Jonathan Brooks and Chuba Hubbard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see them be stretched to the max. That's what I'm hoping to hear. That's what I'm hoping to hear from this joint practice today, is that the Houston Texans defensive front stressed the hell out the offensive line, and how did they respond?
Why can't we get footage of the overall, like some of the scrimmage? Like why
your brother? I have no idea.
Like why do they only put? Like I don't get that. Like I don't be understanding that, because all the other teams, they put footage out there. I mean, they got people out. Obviously, everybody, fans can kind of come watch them, other than us this year. But it's just weird. It's just weird, in my opinion.
All right, hold on one second. Freddie told me to check my PayPal. And let me check it. All right, Freddie, appreciate that PayPal gift, my boy. Thank you for supporting this channel, showing love. I greatly appreciate that. Anybody else? Don't let Freddie be by himself. Like I said, my daily goal is just $25. Not trying to pay rent or car note, anything like that. Just $25, and all those proceeds do go back into the channel. I will greatly appreciate it. Will, which Carolina receivers and tight ends do you believe have to win early in their route before Houston coverage can squeeze the windows?
Well, I really want to see. I want to see if T-Mac, if he's, everybody said he's stronger, he's bigger, right? He's getting off a press easier. Let's see if these guys button up with T-Mac and see if T-Mac can make them pay over the top. Hopefully they set a scenario up like that, and without telling the offense, hey, I want you to press, I want you to send a blitz package. I want to see if we can beat your blitz. Let's see if T-Mac can win. And then he need to know. I'm sorry, say again.
No, I was just gonna say shout out to K1 Stella. He's a Texans fan. He said, I want to see y'all work out interior offensive linemen. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, my guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And hopefully our defensive front can give the interior offensive line of the Texans that work today. I hope it can be hand in hand. I hope that we do that for each other. That's what I really want to see. Go ahead, Will. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no problem. I like when we have other fan base tapping in and giving like real substantive like thoughts, because it's good to see it from the other side. Hey, I appreciate hearing from other people, man, because I don't have a lot of time to go to other pods. But
same here.
But I want to see if T-Mac can beat that press, because if he can't beat that press, he need to take his asses back in the lab and learn how to gain leverage. No, I'm just saying, because I want Mike Evans to be a forgotten thought in this NFC South. I want this to be Teteroa to be the wide receiver of choice. Everybody, when they talk about the NFC South, they talk about Teteroa McMillan. Not that dude down there for the Georgia Pigeons. Not anybody down in Tampa or anybody down there in that damn cave in New Orleans. New Orleans play their football game in a cave. I don't want to hear about nobody. I want everybody to think of the NFC South, and they think of the wide receivers in the NFC South, they think of Teteroa McMillan. So I need him to be able to get leverage, get skinny, be able to break out, go over the top, beat people, and start mossing them. That's what I want to see. So sorry about that. I know it's a little long-winded, but
that wasn't long.
No, you good.
But so there's so you got a lot of animals. Okay, so you got Georgia pigeons and you got leopards. What else you be calling people? I mean, when you put an animal on it, it changes the funny. You know what I mean? That's funny.
Don't get him started. Damo, don't get him started. Don't get him started.
I'm sorry,
Damo.
man. You know I love comedy. I can't help it.
Leprosy is a disease. That's not the leopard. When I say somebody's a leprosy, that's an actual communicable disease. It's a communicable disease. That means you are the host patient that's spreading germs to everybody else around you.
Ugh. That's a perfect name for them. You know, I knew I liked you, Will. I knew I liked you.
Gates said Red Swarm eye just started twitching. He heard that, Will. You know he's somewhere lurking.
Hey, he over in the corner rubbing his hands.
Yeah.
He definitely somewhere
lurking. CJ.
He know Will.
CJ called them the New Orleans swamp rats.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that. New Orleans swamp rats. We got Georgia pigeons. I need one for the Tampa Bay. Well, I call them the Tampa Bay F words, but I
call them the Junkaneers.
The Junkaneers. We gotta go a little harder on them. Well, let me give you more time. I need you to come back with one.
Okay, I'll go in the lab. I'll circle back.
I need a good one for them.
Yeah, y'all crazy. I never thought of one for Tampa Bay, but I guess that would be a good one. Yeah, I'm about to go in the lab on that one myself. I'm about to come up with one for them.
I think it's because out of all of us, they have like the lamest uniforms, like the lamest everything, I guess. So no one really thinks of them. But yeah, it's time.
Why
It's
are
time
they
they get their message.
cannons?
You know what I mean?
Why are they
Freddie
cannons?
Freddie said the Tampa Bay Toucans.
Hey. Oh,
Damn.
yo. That's funny, man.
Not Toucan Sam.
I said it again, man. Tony, I ain't gonna be able to stop saying this F word, man.
Man, hey. You about worse than Freddie right now. You on Freddie level right now, Damo.
Because you got to practice what you preach. You know what I mean? And right now, it ain't giving what it's supposed to give, but it's all right. I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna get right, y'all. Pray my strength in the Lord.
All right. So, chat. Let me ask you guys in the chat a question. What do you need to see from Bryce against Houston? Is it the command, quick decisions, pocket movement, or explosive plays? Type that in the chat. Let me know. I'll give you guys a few minutes, and I definitely will read them back. Again, is it the command, quick decisions, the pocket movement, or explosive plays? All right. Carolina offense does not need to chase preseason highlights against Houston. It needs to show that Bryce Young can identify pressure, the line can protect it, and the play design gives him answers on time. If you want to support independent Panthers coverage, don't forget Super Chats and PayPal support will help keep this conversation growing. All right. And again, I say I greatly appreciate it. All right. So we're going to move on. Houston contests whether Carolina offense is ready for a high level defense. Now we return to the roster decision around Haynes King and whether his development is worth protecting. All right. So here's my question. I put up here the topic. All right. Should Carolina protect a roster spot for Haynes King? Okay. And let me give you the facts first. Haynes King completed 21 of 34 passes for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns against Arizona. He added 39 rushing yards and scored the winning touchdown on the final play. King strained his hamstring on that touchdown and has not played since. Dave Canales said King is trending toward week 1 availability, but he will not play in the preseason finale. Catch this. I don't know if y'all caught that. Dave Canales said King is trending toward week 1 availability. What do you mean by that? But he will not play in the preseason finale. Kenny Pickett entered camp as Carolina's veteran backup. Kyle Trask joined Carolina after King's injury and bring familiarity with Dave Canales and Brad Isaac's terminology. So the question is not whether King created an exciting preseason moment. The question is whether he demonstrated enough developmental value to justify the opportunity cost of carrying an additional quarterback. Keeping King protects a young, mobile passer who could develop into useful depth. Releasing him or exposing him to the waiver process could create a risk. Carrying him also means another position may lose a valuable roster spot. So here's my first question. I'm gonna ask you, Will. Did Haynes King show enough before that injury to protect a roster spot, or are the Panthers better off using that spot on somebody who can help them right now? What say you, sir? This should be interesting.
Oh man. All right. I'm torn on this. And so because I really like Haynes King. I really like what the kid showed during the Hall of Fame game. But that isn't enough to say, hey, we're gonna cut Felipe Franks to keep Haynes King. It's just not enough. However, what makes me nervous about this is, he's saying that he's trending for week 1 which means that he'll be off the PUP list. Because if he's on the PUP list, you can protect him. Put him on the PUP list. You don't have to drop him on the waiver wire. You can protect him. Now, I think if you drop him on the waiver wire, I don't think anybody's going to pick him up. Because if they pick him up, they got to put him on a 53. And I don't think he's shown enough in 2 quarters of football. I don't care what we think as Panther fans. I don't think he's shown enough in 2 quarters of football in order for somebody to say, I'm picking him up. I'm dropping my number 2 quarterback that I had in camp for 2 months. And I'm going to pick up this guy. And that's why I'm going in with week 1 as my backup. I don't think nobody's doing that.
Damo, what you got?
It's like the fan in me, man. And if I were a coach, what are you trying to see the players do, like in your team? When you see Haynes King play like that, he makes the team, bro. Like, it's almost like whatever you got to do, because imagine him developing more. Like, yo, I think it's without question he has to make the team. And I think it's without question that Felipe or I'm not gonna name no other players. I'm not gonna be like that. I love the channel. I don't want nothing negative. So I'm gonna say I think he makes the team. Dave got to figure it out. Dave got so much. Him and well, I'm gonna say the roster cut is on Dave, right? That's not necessarily on Dan, or is it on Dan and Dave? I don't know how that works, but I would say you got to keep Haynes King, man. Haynes King has done enough to make this team. I'm not gonna say to be the number 2 quarterback or the number 1, but he's done enough to make the team. All you want to see is your backup play efficiently, and that was beyond efficient. That was like if Bryce go down or Kenny Pickett go down, man. If we already in playoff contention, like I think we still stay on that track with him behind center. I think he's that damn good. So I think he makes the team. You do what you got to do to keep that man. That's what you do with talent. Every year the Saints did that with that player. I forgot his name. What's the player we can't stand? He a jack of all trades, master of none.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Taysom deal. He a big deal. Taysom deal, because you got to deal with that cat when he on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he retired now,
and he better stay retired.
So the way I took it when I heard Dave Canales say that about him being available week 1, I think Dave may or may not have already tipped his hand to say that Haynes King is probably going to make this roster. Now, do I personally believe that he's shown enough in 2.5 quarters of football to say that, yeah, he should definitely make the 53-man roster? No, I do not. I think he still needs development. He needs to still continue to work on the things that he has been working on. Because I've said this before and I say it again. I have seen a difference in his passing skills from the time he was at Georgia Tech to the short time he has been with the Panthers. It was evident in the game against Arizona, right? But that's still not enough. That's not enough to, in my opinion, to say that he warrants to be on the 53-man roster. I mean, if you can get him back on the practice squad, continue developing him, that way, cool. But as far as on the 53, yeah, I don't believe so. And like it does say him being on the 53-man roster, if he's QB3, because right now I believe that Kenny Pickett is going to go into the year as QB2. So what value is he bringing to your team by being on the 53-man roster and QB3? None, really. There's no value that he's bringing other than the reason that you're going to keep him or trying to keep him so you can continue to develop him. And it's still like he showed you a flash. He was like lightning in a bottle, as I would say. You know what I'm saying? He caught lightning in the bottle in that game. So, like I said, in full context, when you look at it in full context, he was out there playing against guys that's not going to make their team. So it's hard to really say, that he's going to be QB2 like some people feel, or he even got the potential next year to be QB1 and all this crazy stuff that I've been hearing just because you saw the guy go out there and have an excellent game. Mind you, he had an excellent game against the Cardinals. But I will throw a little salt in this too as well. Because how many times Bryce has thrown for less than 200 yards and threw for 2 TDs, and people criticize him and say that ain't enough, right?
Oh, here we go.
Maybe,
Ooh, Tony.
I know that might not be no fair comparison, but
well, he didn't play the
I'm
whole
just,
game though. Now he didn't play the whole game. Now,
no,
if he played the whole
no.
game, he probably had about 400 yards.
No,
We keeping it a whole thing. If he played,
but he was playing against UPS drivers.
Hold on, Damo. Pickett played the first 2 or 3 drives, and Haynes King played the rest of the way. Don't do that. Don't act like he only played like 1 quarter.
Okay, he wouldn't have had 400 yards. He would have had. He would have had 3. I'm going to put it out there. I put it out there because he was throwing down the field, man. He looked like Tony and Real Robinson had a nephew in the league. That's what he looked like.
Hey, but he was YOLO in it. You got to think about it like this. Haynes King said to himself, I may never get on the NFL field again in my life.
You're right.
He was out there. And you know what? You gotta, if that was your kid, you'll be like, you damn right, son. You showed him, because you may never get another chance to show anybody ever again.
First of all, if that was my kid, I'm crying after the game. I'm crying.
Hey, boy, boo-hoo, snot bubble.
I'm talking like I am not good right now.
Hey, Tony.
Hold on.
Hey, when my boy was at Mississippi State and I seen him lay somebody out on a running play, dog.
Who you talking about?
I didn't care about nothing else except that's my boy.
Hey, and I've experienced that for the first time with my son last year after the end of the school season, right? At the end of the school year a couple months ago, they had their awards, and he was leaving the first grade. He's in 2nd grade now, right? My oldest. And I realized like I was a super competitive dad when I felt like he was slighted on the awards. I felt like they was just giving the little girls too many of the awards. You know what I'm saying? And all the little black boys, I just feel like they kind of got slighted. They made sure they got one, but it wasn't enough. I know all the awards that he was supposed to get was given to other kids. And I know because we were the parents really there working with our child every day at home and going to all the meetings. My wife was, talking to the teacher all year long, dealing with the BS. And I felt so slighted. So I said, I can't imagine when my kids start playing sports. Oh, my God. I just want to tell y'all that from my little perspective. That's into my life.
It happens, man.
I was pissed off, y'all. Like my wife had to calm me down. Like we had to go talk to the teacher at the end of the thing. So she was like, my wife had to like pull me to the side, like, baby, hey, like I get you upset. We all upset, but you can't, try not to show it in your face. It is. They're still kids. You know what I mean? That's just one teacher. He's gonna have many more. But bro, I was so hurt. Will, I'm telling you, I would have been crying at the end of that game with Haynes King if that was my son.
Yep.
No.
With you.
Yeah. So fellas, okay. So with that, do you feel like it's worth keeping him or having him on the 53-man roster when there's potentially other positions that you may have to take one less player just for him to be on that roster? Because we know how crowded the wide receiver room is. We know how crowded the tight end room is, right? We know that we need help in the linebacker room. We actually need a little bit more depth in the defensive, as far as the interior line of the defense, right? Offensive line needs some good quality backup because I don't think nobody is satisfied or happy with Chandler Zavala and Brady Christensen right now. So there's a lot of positions that we need to upgrade the talent, maybe keep some of the talent that we do have. Is him being QB3 is bringing him onto the 53-man roster worth maybe losing a potential player at other key positions, someone that can provide more help right now? Will, what you think?
Man,
I hate the
I
way you
want to
placed
keep
it.
him,
First
man,
of
but
all,
Hold on, Damo. Go ahead, Will.
man, I want to keep him. But like I said, and I want to just pick on somebody like Felipe Franks. Do you keep Felipe Franks a special teams ace? Because he got to have that guy in the tight end room. Or do you keep Haynes King? If you're trying to win now, it's Felipe Franks. Are you able to keep Jasim Reed and not subject Jasim Reed to the waiver wire, or Haynes King? It's Jasim Reed to me.
Yeah.
I just want to put that up. Do you subject Corey Thornton to the waiver wire, or do you keep Haynes King? That's the decision that Dan Morgan and them guys got to make. So when that 53-man roster cut happens, people are going to freak out and say, oh, they're trying to protect Bryce. No, they thought that Corey Thornton was more important. They thought that Jasim Reed was more important. They thought that Felipe Franks was more important. That's what the mathematics was on this, not necessarily anything to do with Bryce Young. But nobody's going to believe that.
Right. Because, I'm trying to stay neutral. I'm trying to stay neutral.
I'm neutral too. I'm neutral too. I'm just saying that it's unfair that, I mean, it's a 53-man roster, and we, if it was Carolina Panthers if it was the 2023 Carolina Panthers, we could have carried 4 quarterbacks on the damn roster. But we don't have that luxury now.
So I think I kind of already asked this question. So I'm not gonna ask it again. But I will ask y'all this, and Damo, you can go first on this one. Has Kenny Pickett done enough to make this backup quarterback decision easy, or is Carolina still searching for clarity?
Man, give me one second. I got to sneeze. My bad, guys. This how I feel, right? And I'm gonna go off feeling. Has Kenny Pickett done enough for his career to be a backup somewhere? Yes, right.
No, not backup somewhere. Not somewhere. We're talking about here in Carolina.
I know. Has he done enough? Yes, he's done enough to be our backup. And I agree with Will. And I also believe the way you placed the other question, Tony, was just like, it's a no-brainer that I guess you don't keep King, because if you want to win now, you do got to bring other guys that can play other positions, right? And not just a guy that's just going to be on the bench. My question to you is, can we keep King if he goes to the practice squad, or could we lose him? Like, how does that work?
I ain't hear you. I had to mute Will. What you say, Damo?
No, I was saying, could we keep King if he goes to our practice squad? Is there some type of clause or something way to where he can't?
No, it's not a clause. No. If you are on the practice squad, anybody, any other team can poach you from the practice squad. There is some type of protection. I can't remember exactly what it is, where you can protect a certain amount of players or something like that. So I can't remember fully, so don't hold me to that. But I think there's something to the fact that where you can protect a player or two or something like that on the practice squad. But like I mentioned on Unk Channel last night, was like there was 30 two teams that passed on him in the draft 7 times. There's a reason why he was an undrafted free agent. Whether you want to say it was his age, whether you want to say it was the scheme that he ran at Georgia Tech, all those things, right? But there's a reason why he did not get drafted. And I already stated my reasons why I thought, and I've also stated that the things that I felt like he needed to work on and show improvement, he did those things. You saw those things against the Arizona Cardinals, right? So I still don't think that's enough to vault you into QB2 consideration. So if you are QB3, if you haven't beaten out Kenny Pickett, and we know we have all these other roster positions that we need to evaluate, we need to upgrade. Is he worth keeping as a QB3 when you need upgrades at other positions? So that's the question that Dan Morgan and Dave Canales and Brent Tillis and those guys are wrestling with right now. And come Sunday, somebody's gonna be heartbroken. Somebody's gonna be heartbroken because me personally, from a roster standpoint, I think there's other pressing needs on the roster that we need. And it's not QB3, right? It's not QB3. That's just my personal opinion. What you think? What you think about that?
I got a question for you, man. I love the take. Like you,
go ahead.
It's not wrong. There's nothing wrong about it. I guess when you was like, when we may need to upgrade other positions, are you also like kind of insinuating that we might be having to trade to bring in more talent?
That could be a possibility.
Okay.
That could be a possibility.
That's what intrigued me. It made me think. I had a question. That was my question.
Yeah, because one, the one position we was talking about earlier that I've been talking about all off season, even before the draft, we did not effectively address the needs at the linebacker, inside linebacker position. Getting Devin Lloyd was nice, cool. All that is great. But we needed another inside linebacker. And we was in great position in the second round to draft an inside linebacker, and we chose not to go that route. Now we are in a position where we're talking about your number 2 and number 3 inside linebacker are in a competition, and quiet as kept, neither one of them is really starting material right now. There's a lack of depth and talent when it comes to that interior linebacker position. Okay. Hold on 1 second, Damo. I'm gonna bring this person up. I don't know who this is. Maybe somebody that's let me see. What's going on, Nathan?
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What up, y'all?
What's going on?
Not much. I seen y'all talking Panthers ball.
Yeah. That's all the time. That's all the time. Talk to me. Tell me something good. How do you feel about this? How you feel about this? Kenny Pickett making a possible 53-man roster.
I don't know, man. But as you can see on my picture, I'm a Malik Willis fan. So
okay,
I think
right.
I think that they should have known Malik Willis was going to be better than Kenny Pickett.
Well, what you mean by that? What does Malik Willis have to do with this?
Nah, I just saying though, like they should have known. And
who is they?
The people that picked Kenny Pickett over Malik, the Steelers.
Oh, you talking about coming out of the draft?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, Kenny Pickett right now is QB2 for the Panthers, and we discussing about Haynes King. Should he be QB3 for the Panthers. You got any takes on that?
I would say Haynes King earned the spot to start at the second, or not start, but to be the backup QB.
To be the now, is that because you just don't like Kenny Pickett and they took him over
No,
Malik
no,
Willis?
it doesn't have. No, that doesn't have. Kenny
Okay.
Pickett, he has small hands.
I was just about to ask him that, Tony.
Go ahead, Nathan. What you say?
I said he got the smallest hands for a QB basically ever.
Okay.
Mr. Kenny Pickett. So.
Well, that's public knowledge. We all know that Kenny Pickett has small hands.
Okay.
But what does that have to do with him being QB2 right now?
Well, I mean, just on the outside looking in, it's not ideal that your backup quarterback, may have issues holding onto the ball or dealing with, the weather, the elements, and whatnot. When it's raining, is he going to be able to wear those gloves to grip the ball the way that he wants? But either way, what has Kenny Pickett shown as a Carolina Panther to deserve the second spot?
It looks like he took his gloves off, though. I don't think he's playing with the gloves anymore.
Well, he took one glove off. But to answer your question, Nathan, he hasn't played a regular season game yet for the Panthers. He's played sparingly in the preseason against Arizona and in the Buffalo game and in the Jacksonville Jaguars game. I think his completion percentage is pretty good throughout the preseason so far. I think he's protected the ball, so he hasn't thrown an interception, I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, Damo, or anybody in the chat. But I don't think he's turned the ball over in the preseason yet. So to me, I think he's done just enough to solidify that backup QB spot going into the season. I don't know how much Panther football that you follow, but Dave Canales them did mention when they traded Andy Dalton, they said they wanted to bring in a younger veteran quarterback to back up Bryce Young, and I think they did exactly that by bringing Kenny Pickett in. So I think Kenny Pickett is in a good position to do exactly what it is that they brought him in to do. I think no more, no less.
See, the issue that I have with that is I think Haynes King can actually win you a game if Bryce Young goes out, where Kenny Pickett, I don't feel that way.
Okay. So what makes you feel that way about Haynes King? Did you watch the Hall of Fame game that Haynes King played in against the Cardinals? Did you watch that?
I watched parts of it. I saw that he, went down there and got the job done at the end. So
you say that again? I didn't hear you.
He went down the end zone and scored a touchdown at the very end. A very clutch drive. I respect that. I said.
Yeah, I respect it. So I've already given Haynes King his praise for that game, for the continued development in his game that I want to see coming out of Georgia Tech to where he is now. So yeah, I'm not. I got nothing negative to say about the young man. I just don't believe that he has done enough to warrant taking up a roster spot if he's not going to be QB2. And right now it looks like Kenny Pickett is going to be QB2. I don't think he's done enough to take up a roster spot when that roster spot can go to somebody else that can be a contributor to the team. Do you understand what I'm saying by that?
No, I hear you.
Because as QB3, there's no value that you have to the team besides being the practice squad quarterback. That's your only value. That's the only way you can help the team is being a practice squad quarterback and emulate what the opponent's quarterback is going to do week in and week out. To me, that's not enough value. I think there's other positions that you're going to have to make hard decisions come Sunday that you may say, dang, I wish I could have kept one extra wide receiver, or dang, I wish we could have kept one extra tight end, or dang, I wish we could bring in two inside linebackers instead of one. But we can't do none of that because we got a QB that we decided to keep a QB 3 instead of addressing these other needs that we may have. You get what I'm saying?
No, I hear you, but I just don't see why Kenny Pickett just earned the spot. Like why he just automatically gets that spot.
Yeah. I mean, I get you. I feel you. Like when they signed him, under.
I mean, he's been on 4 teams in 4 years or something, 5 years.
That's facts. That is facts. That is facts. I can't even argue. I can't even argue with you on that one. But there's a reason. I believe there's a reason why the Panthers chose to sign him and make him QB2. And thus far, in my honest opinion, I don't think he's done anything to lose the QB2 position. What you think, Damo? How you feel about all this? What me and Nathan was talking about.
I mean, I see where he's getting at, but I mean, I just go back to more so what you were saying earlier, Tony. Like, Kenny Pickett has just seen more ball than King, and if you're gonna give him the mantle of a number 2 quarterback, right, you probably going to give it to a more experienced guy. I just want to keep King around because you want talent like that on your team. Because, like, bro, people's quarterback go down every year. We're just thankful that Bryce ain't been going down. We're just happy he has that, which I believe is his only superpower right now. Is his durability in his mind. I think those are 2 superpowers Bryce got, is that he's smarter and that he's just very tough, And I think when you're thinking about your number 2 quarterback, what is he going to show? Because he's going to have to lead the team if Bryce go down. I've seen Haynes King play against my Tar Heels. Y'all got to understand, like, I've seen what happens when nothing else on their offense works but him. And he put up, if I believe, over 100 yards rushing, over 100 yards, probably like over 130 yards rushing with 3 rushing touchdowns, bro. And they beat us in that game. Everything else was probably field goal.
They sure did.
Like, I seen what he does when you always say, like, yo, the quarterback put it in his hands to go and win the game. That's what Haynes King does. And I just I would hate to lose a talent like that. That's how I want my backup quarterback to be. And possibly if the starter goes down, him having to be a starter, I want that behind center. And I will work with everything else. That's why I'm like, is his ceiling higher to me than Pickett's? Yes. Does Pickett see more ball? Has he seen more ball? Yes. Has he done enough to keep the number 2 spot? Yes, because he hasn't really played bad, right?
I mean, this is the issue with Kenny Pickett.
It's all about.
Hold on, Nathan. Let Damo finish. Go ahead, Damo.
I think it's all about. I'm trying to use the word right. It's just going to depend on the person. I seen somebody say in the comments that, like, we wanted Bryce to play like King. No, like, that's not it. We want King to play like King, man. We want King to play like he got a roster spot to play for. And that's what he went out and did. Y'all got to stop worrying about Bryce. Bryce game ain't going to look like nobody else. But you know what? Ain't nobody else game going to look like Bryce. And that's why Bryce got the numbers he got. He might not got the highest passing numbers, but when it comes to being cerebral, right, last-minute game wins, last drive wins, like, and literally, like, throwing touchdowns later in the year, like, Bryce gives you that. It's just stuff he does.
Well,
he's locked in.
Hold on, Damo. Let me
go ahead.
So
go ahead.
AJ Brooks said, "What could King do without weapons and protection?" Well, my answer to that, AJ and Charlie the Gamer, since he wants to co-sign for you, we would never know because he's injured and he has missed the last 3 games, so we can't speculate what he could or could not do with the first team offense and the offensive line in front of him. We don't know that. We don't know that. You don't know that. Charlie don't know that. Charlie know he don't know that, right? So the number one thing in the NFL is your ability, your availability is your best ability. And right now he ain't been available, right? Kenny Pickett's been available. Kyle Trask has been available. Those guys have more game film than Kenny than Haynes King right now. So I think that would answer your question. I hope so. Go ahead, Damo.
And I just want to say, when we talk about Haynes King playing with starters, like, can y'all imagine all them tight window throws he made? Like, yeah, they were dope.
Don't cuss me out now, Charlie. Because, that's your man's. That's your man's asked that question.
But listen, like, could you imagine him trying to make them tight window throws and the starters are just better and they pick it off? Like, that's the difference between starters and guys that are playing as backups. Like, the starters are, like, usually severely better. Like, it's not even close. Usually between the play. Mm-hmm. Like, the guys they're choosing to start is because these guys are the guys. These are the guys they drafted. These are the guys they worked on. These are the guys they prayed for. These are the guys that they believe in. So it would look different him coming out there with the starters. You can't just do that type of shit all game long. Like, that was hero ball. That was hero ball that we seen. Make no mistake about that, right? That was hero ball. But I'm saying, like, I would love to work with a cat like that. You feel me? That got a higher ceiling. Yeah. Yes, his ceiling would be higher than Pickett's because Pickett's ceiling isn't high. It's like base level. It's like floor level. That's how they feel about. Some feel that way about Bryce. They feel like it's easy for him to get better every year because he set the bar so low. And I'm fine with that because he's getting better every year. And it still looks better than what Kenny Pickett be over there doing. So I like Kenny Pickett as a number 2, but I would love if they said, King, you get to go the number 2, go ahead, and we'll try to keep you on the practice squad, Kenny, because we know don't nobody want your ass. Like, I'm cool with that, right? Because I know Bryce gonna probably play out here, and King is gonna be able to get behind him, sit behind, and learn, get some first team reps, right, to kind of get better. He can stay under Dave Canales and Brad Izik's tutelage. Like, I like that. This is how I see the game. But only because I don't like wasting time with a dead horse. Like, that's just me. But I understand,
and that's what Kenny Pickett
business is gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead.
I'm saying that's what Kenny Pickett is that horse. You already know what the hell you see in that. Like, there ain't no point in watching him play another snap in the NFL.
As he said, breathe, Damo. Damn.
And I'm not even trying to go hard, y'all. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to go hard, y'all. I'm not. I'm just trying to be honest. Like, like, everybody goes hard on Kenny Pickett, so nobody believes in him. Like, I mean, Shannon Sharp and them, like Uncle Shay and them, man, was cooking him, right? He one of the players that they don't mind dreading because they played in the league. They're Hall of Fame level, right? They know what they talking about. So you're not wrong for saying Kenny Pickett, not him, but that's why him ain't starting. Him gonna be a backup. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Let me ask you this though, because this is last year on Bryce Young's contract, right?
Right.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's
not.
He
said Bryce. My bad. No.
Yeah, they picked up his 5th year option, so Bryce has this year and next year.
Okay. Never mind, man.
But go ahead. No, I want
to
hear the question.
What happened if he would have got injured in week 6, but he was popping off for the first 6 weeks, and he got injured. What are you guys gonna do? Re-sign him for the next 5 years, or?
I don't understand your question. If who would got hurt?
If Bryce got hurt, but this was his last year on the contract, but it's not, so it kind of changes everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't speculate about nothing. So what I will say just real quickly about his injury history, in 3 full seasons, he's only missed 2 games because of injuries. In both times, it was 1 game his rookie season and 1 game last year against Buffalo, and it was because of his ankle. So even though he's small, as Darth Jar Jar mentioned in his comments earlier, his size, he's only 5'10", 200 pounds. He's small, as you would say. But what I will say, since he's come into the league in 2023, of all the quarterbacks that he came into the league with, he has been the most durable out of all those quarterbacks. He's been more durable than Anthony Richardson. He's been more durable than CJ Stroud. So the mere fact that he has overcome that talk in 3 years and people still want to use that as a talking point, that really just shows me you really have nothing else to talk about. There's really nothing else that you can talk about. If you are still talking about this man's height and his size as if we do not know that. You ain't not telling us nothing about Bryce Young that we don't know in Panther Nation. He is small.
Can you win when your quarterback is that small? Can you win a Super Bowl when your quarterback is that small?
I don't know. Can you win a Super Bowl with a quarterback that's 6'5", 260 pounds?
Yeah,
can you do that?
Yeah,
No, not. Hold on, Guzamo. Not. We should. Can we? Yeah. And like what? In I tell you what. In just the last 10 or 15 years, show me a quarterback that has won the Super Bowl that was 6'5", 6'6", and over 230 pounds. I got time today. I'll wait. Anybody could pull that up.
Tom Brady?
He's not over 6'6" and 230 pounds.
You said 6'5".
Tom Brady is 6'4".
Okay.
6'5",
huh? Why does it have to be 6'5"?
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we talk about from the smallest to the biggest. So you said the smallest. I'm asking you, can you name me the biggest quarterback, which is typically about 6'6", because Cam Newton was 6'5", 6'6". Josh Herbert is about 6'5", 6'6". So if you're talking about what the smallest can do, show me what the biggest can do. Because I can tell you can't. Who?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's one. Go ahead.
Okay.
Because you gave me Ben Roethlisberger, I'll give you Russell Wilson. Go ahead.
Okay. And I don't get credit for Tom Brady because he's 6'4" and not 6'5".
He's not the biggest quarterback, is he? Is he? Was he ever considered the biggest quarterback?
Okay. What about Peyton Manning?
Not the big. What was Peyton Manning? I know he's like 6'5". He was about 6'5". Okay. You know what? I'll give you Peyton Manning. I'll take Jalen Hurts. Go ahead.
Okay. What about Joe Montana?
He was not the biggest quarterback, and plus, I said the past 10 or 15 years.
And by the way, Jalen Hurts and Russell Wilson, they're two different heights, probably. And that's
Russell
not
Wilson,
the smallest quarterback.
Russell Wilson,
is he?
Russell Wilson official height is a 5'11". That's his official combine height is 5'11".
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, I'll give you Russell Wilson.
So basically,
what
I
Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch beast mode.
But see, so
and
what we're not going to do.
Got carried by the
hold on, Nathan, I'm talking, so please allow me, the host, to finish talking. So what we're not going to do, we're not going to just keep going back and forth trying to move the goalposts. Your original question was, can you win with a smaller quarterback? And I said, can you win with a big quarterback? You mentioned a big quarterback. I mentioned a small quarterback. So I think it's easy or it's fair to say that you can win with both.
Yeah, but you just need to have everything working in your favor on the other side when you have a small quarterback.
I don't care what's working in somebody's favor. I don't care if they have all the weapons or whatever the case may be. The question was whether a small quarterback or a big quarterback could win, and both. And to answer your question, we have seen it done with both. We've seen it done with a smaller quarterback, and we've also seen it done with a big quarterback. So again, that is the answer to the question that yes, you can win with both. All right, cool.
But a majority of them are taller than 6'1". So
Okay.
the
All right.
percentages are my favorite. I mean, every time. You got Drew Brees, Jalen Hurts, and Russell Wilson. That's all you got. Those three people. Those are all you're bringing to the table, bro. I got everybody else on my side.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Hey, go ahead. And by the way, I'm a Malik Willis fan. So I think that you can win with a smaller, quarterback, a small size quarterback. But I'm just saying, you got to bring more to the table than just being. You got to run the ball, bro. If you're going to be 6'1" and a quarterback, you got to bring some running element to the game.
Darth Jar Jar said he's been good at avoiding hits, not durable. Sir, have you? So two things. Hold on, Damo. Two things can be true. Yes, Bryce is good at avoiding hits, but let me point you back to 2023 when he was getting his head knocked in the dirt. I don't think he was avoiding hits at that point in time. So yes, I would stand on a ledge with one leg and tell you that he is more durable than any quarterback that came into the league with him. He has proven it. We have seen him take it shot after shot, hit after hit, and he still gets up and keep on ticking. So please miss me with the foolishness, sir.
Can I ask
go
you
ahead,
a question?
Damo.
And
go ahead.
I just got questions because it's like,
hold on, Nathan.
I want to
go
talk
ahead,
to
Damo.
Nathan, right? So
yeah.
You think so? Let me ask you a question because y'all be worried about height. Like this ain't the NFL. Like corners don't be shorter than receivers, and they still don't want to hear, "Hey, he's out jumping you because he's taller."
Wait,
they don't want to hear that.
You
got to play up to the level. So hold on. So you think Bryce was a Heisman Trophy winner by accident, and you think Bryce went first overall by accident? Yes or no? Or do you think he got drafted?
No, I don't think that was
because he has talent.
No, for sure he had talent. Like I like Bryce Young.
Right.
I'm not
do you believe that you only
just
get a
saying he doesn't
Heisman
have the
Trophy?
prototypical.
Do you believe that you only could get a Heisman Trophy if they weren't? Do you believe right that Heisman Trophy winners are just some college stuff, or do you believe the guys that win Heisman trophies deserve a shot at the NFL?
No, they deserve a shot at the NFL, but not all of them end up panning out like you think they would because they're Heisman winners.
A quarterback could be 2 inches taller than Bryce. I still expect Bryce to come out here and play at a very high level because we drafted you here to be able to do that. And I see that if you can't play at the highest level, then I need you to play at a level where you can progress every year at least. I'm seeing that from Bryce. So it doesn't really matter what no one else is saying. And for all these guys talking about durability, some of y'all wanted Anthony Richardson, man. He tried to be like Cam and couldn't even really make it 8 games. He started quitting out there, man. Bryce was getting killed. And you know what?
Yeah,
Bryce
some people wanted CJ
more
Stroud.
than once. And that kid came back and still played with all his heart. Bryce lost a girlfriend and everything to a basketball player. He had a lot going on. What? And CJ, one of his best friends, was balling at the time. Man, you can't tell me about adversity and endurance and durability. Like this kid got it all, man. Y'all want to talk about his height. Man, this nigga just went out and won the championship of the NFC South. We are champions of the NFC South right now. And we hadn't been in 10 years, my brother. And we had taller quarterbacks behind
we had a negative,
and they couldn't get the shit done. They couldn't get it done.
Hold on, Nathan. Hold on, Nathan. Let Damo finish. Go ahead, Damo.
Y'all talking that talk, man, just don't make no sense. That cat in the NFL, he gon' like he been showing y'all, he gonna show you week in and week out why he QB1 in Carolina. And y'all can be mad about it. We don't give a damn. I got a Bryce jersey in the back and can't wait to bust that joint out here Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I ain't really trying to get none of that, man.
Go ahead, Nathan.
No
what you
fan.
got?
I'm a Carolina fan. I'm a Carolina fan.
All right, Damo. All right, Damo.
We keep pounding.
Damo, hold
I'm
on.
just
Go
gauging.
ahead, Nathan.
Now I'm just trying to figure out, see where he's at with his takes, with his thought process on Bryce and how everything's working
Oh,
out.
okay.
The decision making of because you guys could have had C.J. Stroud, and you guys are
Yeah.
obviously happy with what you had or what you have.
Well, so I can't speak about nobody else, Nathan. I can only speak for me. So when those two quarterbacks came out in the draft, I am on record 3 years ago, however long it's been now, that I wanted CJ Stroud. And for the very things that Darth Jar Jar mentioned was a couple of things that I was worried about. His size and his height, right? And I also said that there was not much difference as far as the potential between Bryce and CJ Stroud. So I would be good with whoever we chose. So we chose Bryce. So that's who I ride with. Cause Bryce is the quarterback of my team. So yeah, so I just wanted to just be clear. I wanted Bryce. I mean, I wanted CJ for the reason I thought he was a bigger
Okay.
quarterback. You know, he
Okay.
had a stronger arm. He had a stronger arm than Bryce, right? I think the anticipation was pretty much the same, but I do feel like that CJ accuracy was just a touch better, and he can throw it into tighter windows. That's what I thought going into the draft. But again, just because we didn't draft the quarterback that I would have liked for them to draft, I'm not going to hate on the one that we drafted, right? I'm
No,
not
for
going to do
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I stand on the whole Bryce Young, CJ Stroud talk. Like I said, I all this is public information, been recorded. I ain't never wavered from it, and I don't have no reason to. So again, that's how I feel. I'm not gonna try to speak for anybody else in the fan base. Because the fan
Well,
base is very
yeah,
divisive when it comes to
right.
that. But for me, that was my reasoning, and Bryce is the quarterback, so that's who I'm riding with.
And I'm not trying to get you in trouble by any means. I just wanted
No,
to kind of make a point
brother,
that,
you can't get me in trouble. How?
by maybe airing your fan out on Bryce Young and CJ
Nah.
Stroud. Because I know
Oh
it could be a
no.
kind of a touchy subject.
Hey Nathan, this ain't this ain't the first time people have publicly heard me say this. This ain't nothing new. See the difference is I can stand in what I say, and I can also back it up. You know how many times people have come on to my channel or been to other channels, and you hear, well, Bryce can't do this and Bryce can't do that, and then I say, well, I have the actual video that proves what you say that he can't do, that he actually can do. Would you like to watch the film with me? You want to ask me how many times I've been taken up on that offer to watch film?
Yeah, I
I'll go
hear
ahead
you.
and tell you. Don't even waste your breath. I'll go ahead and tell you zero. Not one time. Not one
Okay.
time. Yeah. So it's easy for people to say what somebody can and can't do, and they know that they're being dishonest, because if they say they watched the game just like I watched the game and witnessed the same thing I witnessed, the things that they say he can't do, they would know, they already know that he can do it. They just can't be honest with themselves to say it. I can.
So,
I can criticize. I can criticize Bryce when he do bad, and I can give him praise when he do good. That's me. That's what
okay,
I do.
well, let's bring up the bad real quick because this
Okay.
guy that you claim as your starting franchise quarterback
Okay.
I just want to ask you. He had 54 passing yards against the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. If he's doing that against the
Correct.
Super Bowl team, what means in the future, if you guys ever make it to the Super Bowl, that he wouldn't put on a stinker again against a Super Bowl caliber defense? He's already proven that he can't beat one. Can't even throw for more than 60 yards against one. So
Okay.
Does that have you any kind of impact on you, or no? That doesn't impact you at all, knowing that he only threw 54 passing yards against the Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
And fourth quarter.
it has a little impact. Yeah, it has a little impact. So I would ask you this question in return. Did you watch that game?
I did not watch that game.
Oh, so you didn't watch the game. So you don't know all that. So you don't know all that transpired in that game, right?
No,
okay, so it's not. There's no need for me to even try to explain to you what could possibly went wrong. What could have happened. What could have led up to 54 yards. So it ain't no need of me even trying to go there. But I will ask you this, Nathan. So you brought up that game where Bryce threw for 54 yards. I ain't denying that. That's public record. He did. It was an awesome game. I mean, it was a horrible game for the Carolina Panthers. It also was a horrible game for Bryce Young, right? Cool. Did you watch the game where he threw for 448 yards against Atlanta? Was you aware of that?
Look, that's not a Super Bowl caliber defense, bro.
But that's not what. Okay. Super Bowl caliber defense. All right, cool. When he threw for 54 yards against Seattle, had Seattle won the Super Bowl at that time? Were we in the playoffs at that time? So how do we know, or how could you say that they were a Super Bowl caliber team at that time when it transpired?
I can say it now I can
so you're going off of hindsight, which is easy to do, but you're going off hindsight. Yeah. Okay, cool. So when Bryce threw for 448 yards on the Atlanta Falcons had the number 3 ranked pass defense in the league. Did you know that?
Yeah, but when was that? Week 2?
I don't remember the week. And I don't know. It wasn't. I could tell you it wasn't week 2 because Bryce Young hasn't won the first 2 games in his first 3 years. So that has been heavily talked about. That's public knowledge. He has been 0-2 his first 3 years. He has been 0-2 his first 3 years. Yeah. But when he threw for that against the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken, it was probably somewhere like after week 10.
What year was that?
This was just last year.
Last year, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yes, he had the worst game in franchise history, 54 yards against the Seahawks. But then he also threw for the most in franchise history, 448 on the Atlanta Falcons the same year.
Well, hey, at least he gave
and again, this is before anybody knew that the Seattle Seahawks were Super Bowl contenders or even Super Bowl champions.
It don't matter if he knows that or not. He put up that performance. That was awful. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
He still ended up having a 500-yard game, which I can't deny, which is, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear something, reinforcing that he's still a good quarterback, because I have my doubts after hearing that. And to be honest, I had a Panthers fan who's a diehard Panthers fan telling me, he's done with Bryce. He can't stand this anymore after that game.
Yeah, listen, I'm not surprised, Nathan. There are plenty of Panther fans out there that are done with Bryce. They don't
but he changed his tone when you guys made the playoffs. He changed his tone after that. So I want to mention that.
Well, hold on. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Moleg 09 for the $4.99 super chat. He said he's one of those guys that just stat watch. Hey, appreciate that, Moleg 09. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right, I greatly appreciate it. I didn't want to let that go by because I see I have missed a lot of chats. But yeah, back to the conversation at hand. Yeah, Nathan, there's a lot of fans that don't like Bryce Young. They don't believe that he's a franchise quarterback. You got some people that even say he shouldn't even be in the NFL. What I would say is just based off the facts, he is in the NFL. He's going to his 4th year. He is the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. When you hear some people say, "Well, he wouldn't start for any other team," they may be true. That might be right. He might not be able to go start for any of the other 31 teams in the league, but he is a starter for the Carolina Panthers. But he is the starter of the Carolina Panthers right now. So right now, we have to deal with him for where he's at. All this wishful, huh?
He'd be a starter on the Jets.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't know. I can't say maybe.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, he would be a starter.
Yeah.
I think anybody would agree with that, besides the Geno Smith fans, which I don't think.
No, Nathan. No, everybody would not agree with that. Everybody would not agree with that.
Man, shout out Nathan, man, up here just stat watching, man. They said it, man.
Yeah.
I think that's what we got going.
They said I'm stat watching. That's the craziest thing I've
stat watcher, brother. Statty man.
Hey, that's okay though. He paid $5 to say it.
You want him to come out here and do things on defenses that other teams can't do nothing on. It's like he got to walk on water against Super Bowl defenses when you got Super Bowl caliber quarterbacks that struggle against Super Bowl defenses. I think it's a lot more that goes into it, man, than just stats and all the bullshit that make y'all type of people.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I think Bryce is doing a hell of a job, and all he got to do is start 2-0, and then what y'all gonna say? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about the Bryce haters, and it ain't enough room for y'all on this boat. So I like
acting like I'm a Bryce hater.
So for that Panther fan you talk to that don't like Bryce, I want him to stay over there. Like, nah, don't change the tune because we in the playoffs. Man, hate him. A real hater gonna hate. You know, they supposed to do their job and really, really hate. So if you're hating, stay on the hating side. And
hey, Charles and Xavier, I just hold on, fellas. Hold on. Hey, Charles and Xavier, I just dropped the link. I just saw your comment. I just dropped the link for you, dog. Go ahead, Damo.
Hey, bro, you can't tell a fan how to be a fan, bro.
You've proven it. Y'all went stat for stat, guy for guy, side for side. He was arguing about the height. He want to argue about the arm talent. He want to argue about, like, I don't know. Like,
I never argued about the arm.
You ain't got to like Bryce, and I respect your opinion, bro. But at the end of the day, can we talk about something else? Because Bryce is our
we about to move on. But hey, Nathan, hold on, Damo. Hold on. But listen, Nathan, listen, I appreciate you for being. I'm not trying to kick you off or nothing like that, but I appreciate you for coming on. I appreciate you for voicing your opinion, listening to others' opinion. You know, a good debate, a good back and forth. That's cool. I'm with that. You know, you have some people that aren't open-minded to conversations like this or even debating the facts, because I think people are more inclined to want to be right and wrong instead of just listening to the facts and being open-minded, and maybe they would gain something from that. So I appreciate you, even though you're not a Panthers fan, you're a Malik Willis fan, you honest in your fandom, or you know who you rock with, what team you rock with. I can appreciate that, brother. I can appreciate that. So listen, you can come, whenever the link is dropped and you want to come on and hit the link, feel free to hit the link, man. I don't discriminate against anybody that wants to have a good conversation about football. All right.
Wait,
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can I say something to Damo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I'm not a Bryce Young hater, bro. I love that guy. I think he can be it. But I still have, I just wanted to pick his brain because you guys are the fans. You guys are the ones watching him every day. Mm-hmm. I'm just picking out the things that I heard people talk about that were bad, bringing it up to you and seeing if you guys can defend it, and you have. So, hey, I'm all in on Bryce. I think he can still be the guy. I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit.
I respect you regardless. So you good. You good with me. I'm just.
No, I know, but I just want to let you know. I'm not hating on him.
Hold on one second,
You know,
Nathan.
go ahead. Yeah.
Charlie the gamer said Bryce is 5'10", 185, 190 pounds tops. He's small. If he was physically explosive in some way, it'd be less of a problem. Well, his official measurements at the NFL Combine was 5'10" to 1'8", 204 pounds. That's what the NFL measured him at. That's what he weighed at the Combine. So wherever you got 185 to 190, Charlie the gamer, that would be incorrect. I would take my reliable source, which is NFL.com, over what you're saying any day of the week, my brother. Since you're getting on my nerves, you can hit the PayPal app. All right. Hit the PayPal link. Do that for me. All right. Hey, Nathan, I'm gonna drop you off, man. But listen, come up any other time. I got a couple other people that's trying to get on. I appreciate you.
All right, brother.
My guy,
Have a
like I
good day.
said, hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel. All right.
Nice to meet you,
All
bro.
right. Nice to meet you
All
guys.
right, man.
Have a good one.
All right.
Later.
Talk to you later. Tip Drill Will.
Hey, I'm sorry about that, Tony, man. All hell broke loose, man. I had about 5 work calls happen all at once, man. My apologies.
If you need an
that's
assistant,
good.
I need a job, Will. So I mean, you can work something out.
That's weird. What's going on, Charles Xavier?
Man, nothing much, man. I gotta say, man, Will, when I say you held your own yesterday, man, I was listening in the chat. I was like, yo, they really going at Will, man, like going there. But Will, you held your own, man. I was like, yo, that's what's up.
I
gotta watch that live
something
now.
right.
Yo, it was great.
Hey,
you think I could have held my own?
Man, it was tough, man. It was tough.
Listen,
yo,
you don't know Will Robinson good enough. If you don't think he can hold his own, I don't care how many up there.
Man,
If you can jump out of airplane, you should be able to hold your own in the conversation.
You know what? That's a huge fact. Huge fact.
Hey, I didn't know I had that many supporters in the chat, man. It was like 5 of them, and they was just like jumping all over me. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all need prayer or something?
They was mad, man. They was mad, man. But hey, quick point, man. I just wanted to just throw this out there, man. You know, I kind of noticed, I'm looking at all of the previous Super Bowl winning teams. And for whatever reason, one key thing just jumps out, right? They all had not a good defense, not an okay defense, but a dominant defense. Dominant. Now, my question to everyone on the panel, do we have a dominant defense right now?
No.
No,
I don't believe so. No.
We can do some good things. We can do
No.
some good things, though.
I mean, it could change, but right now we don't really have a dominant defense. Like, we don't have a defense to where
Hold on one second, and Charles Xavier, you can come back in. Red Swarm said, Tony, I think that question would be better posed as, can he do those things that you are prepared to show consistently? Well, you know what? Ding, 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 ding to you, Red Swarm, because that is the best response that anyone has ever given. So what you should tell your friends, that when they say that what Bryce can't do, maybe the better question they should pose, not me, I'm not the one posing the question. Maybe they should pose the question and say that what he doesn't do on a consistent basis or doesn't do consistently enough, instead of saying what he can't do. See, that's a whole different argument and a whole different topic of discussion when you use one word incorrectly, right? So you are exactly right, Red. Well, I'm glad you pointed that out, brother. I'm glad you pointed out. So that information need to be passed on to anybody else that has anything to say that what Bryce can't do. They maybe should say what he doesn't do consistently, because I've talked about he's not consistent enough. I thank you for preaching that out. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, no, hold on.
Mm-hmm,
That's my effing friend right there. That's why you my dog, Tony. That's my bruh. Anyway, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to. That's my dog.
I like that you bleeped the cuss word out. I'm trying to be like that. Shout out, Will.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Charles. Finish with the thought, sir.
Yeah, so and then too, notice that a lot of these prior Super Bowl teams, they had a dominant defense, but then they had a dominant running back. I mean, if you look throughout the whole history, I'm talking about ever since like the 80s up to this point today, those teams that won the Super Bowl usually had a dominant defense. They had a dominant running game or a dominant running back. And then they had a quarterback that could manage the Super Bowl game, meaning I'm not throwing picks, I'm not forcing passes, I'm just letting the game come to me. I'm managing it the right way. I'm you know, and so with that said and done, you now fast forward to today and think about the Eagles. Look at what they did. They built up both sides of their line. I mean, they overbuilt it. Some people would say, right? They went overboard and said, hey, we don't just want a regular running back. We want Saquon Barkley. We don't just want, you know, a regular, just a, you know, some average line. We want a dominant line. We want guys that are big, strong, and who can take over a game, right? And notice they were able to literally just physical teams and win the Super Bowl. And so I'm saying that to say, can we replicate that here in Carolina?
Well, you know, the old adage is defense wins games, and they didn't say that just to be saying that. That is true. Now, is there an anomaly somewhere that happens where the defense wasn't as good as the offense and they won the Super Bowl? Probably. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know, it's not 100% known fact, but more or less, I would say at least 85% or 90% of teams that have won the Super Bowl had a defense that was probably somewhere in the top 5 or top 10 defenses. You look at, like I said, with the Seahawks last year, that defense under Mike McDaniel was. You ever heard them? You remember back in the NCAA, back when Arkansas had Larry Johnson and all those boys, and Nolan Richardson was the head coach, and they called it the 40 minutes of hell or something like that.
Yeah,
and they press you from one end of the court to the other. That's what the Seattle Seahawks defense was like last year. They put pressure on you all 4 quarters. And they did it consistently week in and week out. They did all that, and they did not have a double-digit sack getter last year. But they had the most pressures out of any team in the league.
Now, unfortunately,
all Sam Darnold had to do was not lose the game.
There you go.
That's all he had to do. And he went out and did exactly what he had to do. Because a lot of people thought he would be the reason why they lost if they did lose. The whole playoffs. They talked about it. They said if he could just protect the ball and not lose the game, Seattle will win. And that's what he did.
Okay, so with that said though, a lot of Carolina Panthers fans would say, well, we don't need to really build up the defense. We don't need to go out there and get like a really good running back. We don't need to do that. I mean, I'll be honest, a lot of fans have said that. And, granted, yeah, to some of that, I do partly agree with somewhat, but then again, it's like, if we really care about winning, and if we really want to win, right, then aren't we going to do everything we can to win? Aren't we going to literally build up every part of this team that we can build up if we really want to win, if we really want, our team to truly play the best? Like, what's wrong with us following a model like Philly? What's wrong with us following a model like Seattle, right? What's wrong with that? They took what many people would say were average quarterbacks at best, right? Jalen Hurts, right? And they built around them and they won. And my question is,
but you can equate that to Bryce Young, because they believe Bryce Young should win without talent being built around him. So don't say that too loud, Charles. Your application is already under review. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I was about to tell Charles, what's wrong with you, man?
Your key fob don't work.
There I go.
You know what I'm saying? You sitting in the lunchroom by yourself. Don't alienate the people even more. Don't do that.
It'd be a look of shame on their face too when they can't get in, Tony. They be mad. They be like, man, can you badge me in? That the rules state that we can't badge nobody else in.
No, boy. Hey, I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful out in these streets, dog.
Facts.
Hey, Tony. Hey, I be seeing when employees do that, man, and then I walk right behind, like, man, come on, in. I don't give a damn about the rules.
I've done it too. I've done it. I ain't got cussed out a couple times too, especially you get caught on camera.
Oh yeah, they don't play that.
Yeah. We'll know what I'm talking about. Don't get caught on camera.
Absolutely.
Hey, you forgot your key card at home in the car? Well, I guess you better go home and go back to your car and get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, your supervisor.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I feel you. I feel you, Charles. I just go back to what Dave and Dan said in their first press conference when they were announced as the head coach and the GM. That they told us that this was going to be a process. It wasn't going to happen overnight. They're going to build or try to build through the draft. They're going to add in free agency where they feel like there's a need. You know what I'm saying? We as a fan base, and this not just the Carolina Panther fan base, this is any fan, any sport. We of a human nature have a tendency to be impatient. We want everything to be right now. We don't got time, or we not patient enough to wait for the process to come out. Because then when somebody mentions process, the first thing they want to say, well, how long is the process supposed to take? Well, it's a process for a reason. Right? It's a process for a week or for a reason. So just because you get saved and you start reading the Bible, there's a process.
That's right.
Even to the day you die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do that.
No, but yeah. You're right though. You're right.
Tony, boy. Hey, me and you entering treacherous grounds, boy.
Hey, well, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I can hold my own in any room. So I ain't never ducking no smoke.
Hey, boy, I aired them out, dog. I aired out. hey, I'm trying to tell you. But
Charlie's stupid.
Hold on.
Yo, Charlie, wow.
Yeah, yeah, because I just dismantled his boy Haynes King on a quiet level. That's all. He hurting. He hurting right now. Listen, Charlie, next week, hopefully, Charlie, Charles, you will have a friend with you in therapy. Charlie already knows the doors is open for him. He is welcome anytime. I hope that he is not too disappointed come Sunday afternoon, So hopefully when I wake up Monday and put the show together, I have some great news to give Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if everything works out in his favor, he's probably gonna hit the link first thing Monday morning. But if it don't, we probably gonna have to put out a wellness check for Charlie. And yeah. I don't think it's gonna be too good. I mean, he was already fighting for his life in Unk chat last night, when he found out that Haynes King wasn't gonna play this week. So he kind of already know the writings on the wall. You already know.
Wait a minute. Bold prediction. Haynes King will not get cut. He will make the 53-man roster. He's not getting cut.
That's a big bold prediction.
He will not get cut.
Hey, so Charlie, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So who you knocking off? Justine Reed?
Zavala.
Felipe Franks?
No, Zavala already gone. I'm talking about viable people that's gonna make the roster.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
So let me give you some options here now.
Yeah.
Felipe Franks, who is the special teams ace.
No.
Okay. Corey Thornton.
Ooh, possibly.
Slot guy. Okay. Shaw Smith Wade.
I like him though. I don't.
No. Don't like nobody. Like Haynes King. No, don't like nobody. I ain't finished, sir.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Hold on, Will. Hold on. Greek Red Swan says so Greek. So I'm not a friend of you and old Graybeard. Of course you're a friend. So let me tell you, boy, a hit dog will holler, won't they? Now, Red, for you to even have to even ask me that, and where you stand with me and Will. Why would you feel the need to even ask that question? God damn. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead, Will.
So, are you getting rid of J15? No, you. This is
somebody has to go.
Huh? No, but what I'm saying to you is this is the decision that Dan Morgan and the coaching staff has to decide upon. When we just arbitrarily say Haynes King must stay and I don't want to subject him to waiver wires, then somebody else has to be subject to waiver wires.
Well, someone must be sacrificed for the good of the team.
No, you please tell me who you are. Who would you recommend be gone?
And it can't be Haynes King.
No, okay. You're saying I agree with you that you're saying that you think that it shouldn't be Haynes King. Out of the people I listed, who you letting go?
This dude right
Thornton.
here.
Corey Thornton. Okay, so Corey Thornton is the guy that you would sacrifice. Okay, I got it. What's wrong with Red? Red, what's wrong, man? What's wrong, dog?
I don't know.
Hey, on a serious note, man, hey, nobody, if somebody fucking with Red, now come on now. Only I can beat up on Red. Only I can do that. If somebody else doing that, that's a problem. Ain't nobody beating up on my damn uncle.
Yeah.
See, because he like 3 years older than us.
No, he about 6 years older than us. 5-6 years.
Yeah, like 6 years. Ain't nobody beating up on my uncle. That's my mama baby brother.
Yeah. Kick his scooter if you want to. You got problems.
You got problems.
Yeah.
Kick his damn scooter.
Because I'm known to snitch for the right price.
I'm dead.
Oh man.
I'm dead.
Oh God. Man.
See, but the
Go,
question
go
is, are we
ahead. Go
going
ahead.
to keep
Go ahead, Charles.
3 quarterbacks? You know, I would, personally, I would want us to keep 3, but I got a feeling that we might just keep 2. And in my heart of hearts, I ain't gonna front. If we just keep 2, man. Oh man, I hate to say it, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and backtrack my whole statement I made early and just say this: if we just keep 2 quarterbacks, we're gonna try to stash Haynes King on the practice squad. He will get picked up, and then he's going to go to another team. He'll start a few games.
Thesaurus Brown. He said this Haynes King hype making us look crazy out here. Bro played 1 game and we out here spreading his gospel.
because of the way he played. The way he played, man. He played well.
Hey,
Charles, you should just be
hey,
quiet. Charles.
Mr. Brown, sir. I just want to let you know that I agree with you 100%. Haynes King will probably clear waivers and be on our practice squad and get developed.
And what it say in the Bible? Don't it say something in the Bible about the first shall be, what is about the last shall be first? First can be last, something like that.
First shall be last.
Hey, just because he went undrafted, don't mean that he can't surpass everybody that was in his class.
And nobody said that he can't. What I am saying to you guys, what I'm saying to you guys is he's gonna clear waivers, come up on our practice squad, and he can compete with Kenny Pickett. He could be the scout quarterback. There's a lot of stuff he can do to develop over time. He's went leaps and bounds from when he was in college to his first game playing in the Hall of Fame game.
Charlie Game said Thesaurus is Will's stepson.
Uncle Will, this is what it's gonna sound like. Check this out, man. Look. Or Pops, my bad, Pops. Check this out. They're gonna be like, come here, Corey Thoughton. Come on over here, brother. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give me your badge, your jersey, and everything else.
Facts.
And we're gonna go and bring on King on here now.
Okay.
King, don't come here and get the big head.
Corey Thornton has had a bad preseason. I can say that. Yes, he has had a bad preseason. Cool. Let's not.
And it's just in case something happened to Bryce.
Let's not forget what we've seen from Corey Thornton before he broke his leg. Let's not act like Corey Thornton wasn't the 3rd best cornerback on the team before injury. The man is coming back from breaking his leg. So can we give him a little grace? Can we give him a little grace in the preseason?
They don't care. They saw Haynes King throw 1 dang on touchdown and scramble for a touchdown. Holy Jesus.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, man, it looked good, man. And I mean, the way everybody was celebrating, I said, man.
No, we're supposed to celebrate our team won.
Man, y'all
I've
make me feel lame,
this before.
man.
I mean, the way that the coaches,
Charles, stop. What you mean you ain't never seen that before?
Why y'all make me feel like a loser, man? Because I was cheering.
Huh?
No. I'm talking to Charles Xavier talking about he ain't never seen this before. You ain't never seen no team celebrate winning on the last play of the game.
Get him, Tony.
Can I
come on, bro?
Hey, can I say this?
Seen in a Hall of Fame game, all of the coaches and the players celebrate. I said, man, I mean, this guy's special, man.
How was he? Charlie,
say this.
Charlie.
Oh my God,
sir. You are a bright man. I can tell.
I don't know. I don't know, Will. I
he's a
used
bright
to think
man.
that.
He a bright man.
Don't put no butt in it then. Don't put no butt in it.
However, Charlie, you are working on sliding down a slippery slope of no return.
That was very clever, Will. That was clever. He said, however. That's crazy.
You said I couldn't use butt.
Right. He did not use butt. That's all right, Will. I got you.
Damn it, boy.
That was clever, man.
Oh, man.
That's something King Donald did.
Hey, go ahead, Damo. What you said? Hold on, y'all hold me
I
down
be
for a
acting.
minute.
No, I try like I'm smarter than everybody. I said, man, that's something King Damo would have said right there. But keep y'all good. You keep going. I'm just ad-libbing.
Well, you know what? How about this? Would you guys be open to seeing Haynes King in a few packages during the regular season?
No.
In a game.
I don't know how that would look, so I'm gonna say no because I just don't know how.
What do you mean by a few packages?
Yeah, because how does that not look like?
I would say like short yardage, kind of like a zone read, maybe possibly goal line.
A Taysom Hill roll?
Right.
Taysom Hillish. I like
right.
it.
No, and here's why. No,
Okay.
because I want him to develop as a quarterback.
Okay, fair. I like that.
I don't want him to be no gadget player. If he could beat out Kenny Pickett, let's train him and get him ready to beat out Kenny Pickett.
Okay. That's fair. Now you know, I'm not gonna front. A lot of people do believe that this whole Haynes King injury isn't really a real injury.
So did you hear what Shannon Vashti said?
What?
Shannon Vashti said on their pod, I think I was on the plane listening to them, and they were saying, well, they know that they had a couple of people saying they saw Haynes King in the target and he was walking with a noticeable limp.
Oh, okay.
Right, I don't understand why y'all would think that the Carolina Panthers are going to tell a kid you better act like you injured.
It's because one of the greatest YouTubers for the Panthers that's ever existed said once before. I don't even know if he makes videos anymore. He says because of the Southern Mafia. He used to say that a lot. And I be thinking, like, you know what, he might not be wrong. It looks like it's a lot of political stuff sometimes going on in Carolina. And I always felt like we wasn't good enough as a team to even do that. But that's where it comes from. In my opinion.
So let's talk about the Southern Coalition is what they're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from a Southern Coalition perspective, they would have gave Bryce Young an injury and started Haynes King because that's what the Southern Coalition does.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't wrong.
So that don't even make sense. And number two, our owner of our team, they like to call him a carpetbagger because he don't come from old Southern money. He actually come from Northern money.
True.
So they can't shake that foundation. And he's one of the richest owners in the league.
That's a fact.
That's why the Southern Mafia down in South Carolina thought that they could shake him for that damn building. And he was like, I just cut my losses. Y'all.
Hey, that's exactly what happened. I like
exactly.
You,
so when people be saying stuff, y'all got to come with facts to debate that. I'm sorry, I know we off track, Tony. Let's get back to the Haynes King thing. My bad.
Yeah.
And that, that was
no. You good? You good?
Yeah. Y'all go ahead.
BS to y'all just now. So I mean, you shot me down, Will. Dang, you put a bunch of holes in me. Thought I was your son, Will. Hey,
just go tell my wife I said anything like that.
I would hate to be your enemy.
Okay. All right. So, let's talk about Kyle Trask for a minute. Let me ask you a question about Kyle Trask. Does he bring any real value to this room, or is he simply filling the reps King lost because of the injury? Damo, you go first on this one.
I remember y'all saying and Dave saying that pretty much that's like a guy he really likes. I just feel like he's literally just getting us over the injury of Haynes King. And that's Dave's guy, so he's just bringing him in to give him a little check. You know what I'm saying? Come get some money, and we're going to send you right back out the same door you came in. So that's what I feel about Kyle Trask. I can't even say his name.
Hey, Will. Charlie Gamer said, "Where did you see somebody say that they saw King in Target limping?" I
So
heard
that
somebody.
that's
I
not
heard
on
somebody
X.
say that.
That was on Sheena and Vashti's Quick Blitz podcast.
Yeah.
And y'all not
I
slick like
think.
Sheena neither. I seen who she
No,
is,
no,
and I
no,
knew.
no, 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 not Sheen. I think Vashti brought that up. She
Well,
brought
it
that
was
up.
on their podcast, right?
Okay.
Right. Yeah, Vashti brought that up. That's why I heard it. Vashti
Right.
brought it up that somebody that she knew, I think she said in the organization or something like that they saw Haynes King in Target walking with a noticeable limp. Yeah. So yeah, Charlie, you got to take that up with Vashti. That's the messenger.
Yeah.
Will, what you think about Kyle Trask? Do you think he brings any value to the QB room, or is he simply just filling the reps that Haynes King lost because of the injury?
His purpose have been served. After Sunday, we appreciate your service. We will keep your number on file just in case we need you. But he was a hired arm.
Yeah.
Haynes King will be the guy that will be on the practice squad.
Yep. I believe that. I believe that. Like I said, after the Arizona game, I want to see the young man make the team. I want to see him continue to get developed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already know how dangerous he is with his legs. We all know that he can run the ball. We know that he can bring, we know that he has that already in the bag. That's not even the question. The question is just how much more does he need to develop as a thrower? You know what I'm saying? In the NFL, there's some things, there's some throws in college that he completed that he was able to get away with that you're not going to get away with in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that takes time. It's not going to just happen in one summer, because like I said, the guy been in college for 6-7 years. Now all of a sudden, magically, he's ready to be QB1 when no other scout or no other team felt like he was even draftable. That's crazy talk. You know what I'm saying? Give the man time to develop, to build on what he displayed in the Arizona game, and we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he could be QB2 next year behind Bryce.
Interesting. I think
You don't rush to failure. Don't put the guy on the field and rush him to failure. Let's grow and develop our talent.
I like that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Charles.
I like that. That sounds good. Kyle Trask, he's played, pretty good. I think he could be another quarterback body, somebody that can help the team in practices, but outside of that, I don't really see him having a real role with us like that after the preseason. But when it comes to Haynes King, though, I don't know, man. I have a feeling, man, if we leave him on the practice squad, he's gonna get snatched up. That's just my personal thoughts on it. And I think, I don't think other teams are just going to just sit back and watch him and just be like, nope, we're not going to grab him up. I don't see that happening, man.
Wait, SEC draftable, is that a word now, Tone? I believe so. SC, you can check with old Merriam-Webster. He's only been around since 1831, and he can answer that for you. SC Waterboy, go ahead, do that for me. Y'all gonna start coming for me, and I ain't send for you. Y'all gonna learn one day. Y'all gonna learn one day.
No, that's right.
Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn.
I like that
This,
SC
this,
water
this,
boy. It got a ring to it, Tony.
this is not what you
I like
want.
that.
Go play in traffic. It's safe over there.
Is it safe to say that he's not even one of the best water boys in the world? Like he's not even a good water boy.
Well, in Thailand, SC is from Bangkok, so you know they carry water a little different over there.
Oh man,
He's from the Badlands.
Yeah. He out there in one of them little canoes, out there to the markets. Catfish jumping in the water. Yeah.
God damn.
He said,
This
y'all find that funny?
They call him a cat.
Oh man.
Hey, SC boy. Hey, SC know I love him, man. I ain't got nothing but love for him. What you say, Will?
No, I was just saying, man. You painting a very, very clear picture. He the one. He never gonna shake this Thailand thing. He never gonna shake it, man. You go. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Autocorrect got you, man.
Oh, bro, she said SC fishing for 6-foot catfish.
Yeah, sure.
He said 6-foot catfish. Oh man. That was good. Well, fellas, y'all got anything else before we get out of here? And Broski, I'm about to send you that link that I promised you. Let me make sure I put it in the chat so you have it.
Only got one thing to say.
Yeah.
Come week 1, regular season, Bryce, you better play well, and we better win. That's it.
From your lips to God's ears.
That's
exactly.
it. Bryce.
Exactly.
You better play well.
Hey, SC
Damo, you got anything before we get out of here?
Well, no, I just want to say I love the show. And every time somebody calls me when I'm on my phone, it just knocks me off of the show. So I had to apologize to you. But SC stupid. Talking about they love, he lucky his wife only likes love us. Talking about, but she only like my wife. I hate you, SC Panther. You know, I hate you. I love you at the same time. And I love the show, Tony. Will, you know it's all love to you guys. And Xavier, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, you a smart guy, man. I like you, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to just win, man. That's it, man. And hey, you know what?
Don't give that dude too much credit, Damo.
No. I want to say this. All I want to do is win, and guess what? Bryce come out and ball out this year. Hey, I'm cheering him on. Cheering him on. I already made a bet that if the Carolina Panthers win game 1, Bryce plays well, I will be buying a Bryce Young jersey. Already made the bet. Already made the.
I will autograph it for you.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Okay. I'm just letting you know I got you. But I hate on you. I do. But that's all I had to say.
Will, you got anything before we get out of here, dog?
Yeah, to tie into your show, Tony. I'm sitting on pincushions on this offensive line, man. I'm really.
Yeah.
We came in this season as a strength. It's shaky. We got to think through this. Hopefully we can scheme through it, especially through at least the first 2 or maybe 3 games of this season. We can scheme through it, get healthy, get reps and sets. The Bears don't have such a formidable front 7 as formidable as other teams. And Atlanta is severely weakened based off their two sophomore guys not being on the field. The Browns, we don't got to face Mr. Garrett. I don't even call him Miles. It's Mr. Garrett. We don't have to face Mr. Garrett. The man deserves respect.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we'll be able to get our footing under us on the offensive line. And Xavier, man, I appreciate you being honest and forthright. Hey, Damo, love you, dude, man. Hey, to your audience, Tony, you are doing yeoman's work and building a brand here that really makes everybody mornings go well. Getting our mornings going and we enjoying our day, man.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you allowing me to jump on and chop it up with y'all, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Give everybody a voice too, man. And you
Big
let it
thanks.
well, so I love it. I love it. Shout out to you and everybody watching.
But yeah, man, I'm here Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern time, man. So y'all make sure y'all share the live with family, friends, co-workers, other Panther fans that you know of that may not know about Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. Share the link, have them subscribe as well. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm getting close to 200 subscribers. I'm not there yet. I think I was like at 185 before the show. So you guys make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. That's youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. All right. youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. I would greatly appreciate that. All right. So today's show came down to two real Panthers decisions. Wallace and Cherelus are competing to make the defense more dependable beside Devin Lloyd. Houston's defense gives Carolina a valuable preseason test. Bryce Young, the offensive line, the run game, and the passing game structure all have to work together against a defense built to create pressure and force difficult decisions. Haynes King gave Carolina a reason to keep evaluating him. Now the Panthers have to decide whether that potential is worth protecting on the initial roster. Drop your strongest football argument in the comments. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the like button on your way out. If this conversation gave you any value today, I'll see you on the next morning kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. And as always, remember, keep the debates respectful, keep the facts first, and always keep pounding.